Hey everyone, Brian from 3 Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, how do you mend a broken pizza?
I don't know how.
Well, with tomato paste, of course.
Oh, it's because it's sticky.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare. Christmas has a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log, but it's...
Father's
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana. I am the father.
It's very sticky. Hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of 3 Geeky Dads, the show that just oozes out geek knowledge the way ooze oozes out mutants. I am Mark, and with me as always are the rocksteady and bebop to my shredder,
Derek.
Brian.
Wow, that was fast. Derek Bryan. Wow. And joining us, as always, to say F you to math and our show title, our own superpowered alien brain, Krang, to our group of turtle soup lovers, Tito.
Hey.
Hey.
I want to be a neutrino.
Neutrino.
Yeah, those neutrinos were terrible.
They're hip. They're very hip.
They were hip. They
Yeah,
were
cool cars.
They were like pixies mixed with the Hunger Games.
Yeah, but they were kind of greasers too.
They were, yeah. They had the cars were very greasers.
I don't remember these guys.
The neutrinos, they were from Planet X, where
Yeah.
Krang was from.
Dimension.
Dimension X.
Dimension.
They just wanted to live their lives, man.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they wanted nothing of the Krang establishment. They just wanted to.
Pacifists.
Yeah,
Fight the establishment, man.
they were, but they were
pacifists.
cool. And Michelangelo,
Not as cool as the
fell in love with
Electroids
one
from
of them.
Planet
Remember
10.
that? Interesting. Yeah. Well, anyway, how's everyone doing? We doing good?
We doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good to be here. Yeah.
I'm fighting a cold, so if I sound a little out of it tonight, tough. You guys can talk tonight. I am fucking exhausted, but I'm here.
If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
We're here to talk turtles, and I'm very excited.
Talking turtles.
All right, so tonight
With the tree geeky dads.
with the tree neutrinos, the tree dads,
There were three
whatever,
of
us,
them.
whatever.
There were.
There were 3. No, there were 3 neutrinos. I
Yeah,
thought there were
they
4.
like 2 boys and a girl.
Oh, I
Well,
remember more.
They're very hip.
They were hip. They had awesome hair. They looked like Link from Zelda.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it. So, tonight, in case the horrible puns weren't enough of a clue, the dads are gearing up for some turtle talk with the blockbuster hit and latest installment in the land of Ninja Turtle movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. That's right. Tonight we'll be arming ourselves with ninja weaponry and devouring this episode like the Turtles devour pizza. And hey, speaking of pizza, why not grab a starter slice, or appetizer if you will, from our own ninja of noodles, nutmeg, and naan bread? Because, trying to think of like food words is more difficult.
Is it
naan bread. It's
just
naan.
Indian for bread?
It is.
Yeah.
That's like saying,
which we learned from the last Spider-Man movie.
It's bread.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so I
like
just
chai
said
chai.
bread.
Yeah.
TT. Yeah. TT. Bread.
Whatever,
Russ. Whatever.
Russ. It doesn't
That's
matter.
another story.
None of this matters.
For another time.
None.
Brian,
None for you.
None of your business.
None of your business.
None yet.
Who is it?
Mr. Pizza Guy.
Again?
Mr. Pizza Guy, sir. Order the double cheese and sausage.
Right here, dude.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Learning about Cuba. Having some food.
Mr. Spicoli, you're on dangerous ground here. You're causing a major disturbance on my time.
I've been thinking about this, Mr. Hand. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time? Certainly there's nothing wrong with a little feast on our time.
All right, tonight, as Mark mentioned, we're going to be looking at the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Mutant Mayhem. The Ninja Turtles were originally created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Unfortunately, Eastman and Laird later had a falling out, as creative differences began to strain Eastman and Laird's partnership. In an interview in 2002, Laird noted that the two hadn't even spent much time together since 1993. That's almost 20 years, guys.
Yeah.
20 years.
That's so sad.
It is sad. Eastman moved to California while Laird stayed right here in New England in Massachusetts. In 2000, Laird and his Mirage Group purchased Eastman's ownership of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The buyout was completed in March of 2008. And it's a shame when creative partners part ways. But it happens, and we can only wonder what more good stuff they would have pumped out. Not just these guys, but others, as we're going to look at, because that got us to thinking about other creative partners who've parted ways. And I think it's me starting it off tonight,
Yes,
is it not?
so.
All right,
Yes.
well, I'm going with, of course, John Lennon, Paul McCartney of the Beatles.
Oh,
You know what? I almost text when I was texting this. Not that you shouldn't pick the Beatles.
But
me?
But it was just
yeah.
that was the first thing that popped into my
me
head
too.
was the Beatles.
Me too. That's why I asked if we
Because like number one. Yeah. No,
I
no,
knew
no.
Brian was picking that because when he had asked
That's
that
exactly where I was
question,
going.
Does
Yeah.
it have to be comic creators or anybody
Yeah.
creative?
I almost said,
I'm
yeah.
like, he's going to do the Beatles.
I am doing the Beatles. I can't not. I mean,
It's all time.
Understood.
It's all time.
They are all time, and
time.
it's a shame that they parted ways. The whole band kind of just fell apart. But mostly, we're not going to get that songwriting partnership that Paul and John had. Both of them were still putting out great music, but it just didn't live up to when they could bounce ideas off of each other and work collaboratively together. It was just so special. It was lightning in a bottle, and unfortunately, it's never going to happen again.
Well, you know who ruined it? We all know who.
The guy that
Ringo.
shot John Lennon.
The guy who shot John Lennon.
That's right.
The guy who
That
shot
son of a
John
gun.
Lennon. Given some time, John would have gotten tired of Yoko, I think, and moved
Maybe.
on.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know, I think.
After the drugs wore off.
Yoko. Love that song.
You could be my Yoko Ono. Whoa.
You can
Follow me wherever I go.
I don't know.
In the
any
middle of the
Yoko
night.
songs.
In the middle of the night, I call your name. Oh, Yoko.
I have nothing to contribute to this. Oh, wait a minute.
I think you loved her.
So this is Christmas.
I think so.
How
I
about
think he did too.
what?
Oh, yeah. That's about Yoko, too.
Yeah, he loved her, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he might have come
He
around.
could have come
He could
around.
have come around.
You don't think their love
Has
was-
anybody seen that clip of John Lennon and Chuck Berry singing on, I forget
No.
what show they were on, and Yoko is there too?
Right.
And then
And Chuck
Yoko
Berry
chimes
is-
in.
Yeah. and
Yoko
you can
chimes
see
in with
Chuck
her
Berry's
her
face.
howling, and Chuck Berry's face is just like, you got to Google it, man. It is like,
Yeah.
if it's like hate.
Like his
Hate.
eyes,
If
his
hate,
eyes are like this, like wide as fuck, and he's
Yeah.
like, you can tell
and,
he's
and,
like,
and John is just like upset because he's like, this is my hero, you know,
Yeah.
and Yoko is fucking ruining it.
See, enough.
so maybe
of,
you're
but-
onto
yes.
something, Mark.
See, enough of that going on.
That's true.
He would have eventually kicked her to the curb. Oh yeah.
He's like, motherfucker. That motherfucker. That's what he's like. That's,
Oh my God. Yeah, well,
It's your cousin, Marvin Berry.
You know that new sound you're looking for? Oi, 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 oi.
Didn't they do an interview from their bedroom in
in the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, so fucking stupid.
Yep.
They were having a good time.
They're having
Yeah.
a good time.
It's a different time then, man.
There was no good time for
Peace
that.
and love.
Yeah. Old to be a hippie again.
I want to be in bed to give this interview. You couldn't get away with that nowadays, could you? Even if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
You think so? I don't think
Interview from bed?
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
think you could give an
They
interview
weren't like
from a
titties
bed?
or anything. They were just like laying
Thank
in bed.
God.
You know?
But their whole gimmick was that they had stayed in bed for like a week as like a protest.
God, their asses must have smelled so
That's the way I want to protest.
They were
I wanna
hippies. They
protest by
probably
just
smelled
staying
before
in
they
bed.
got into
That
bed.
whole room must have been ripe with butt sweat and
Bed sores.
and genital juice.
Right.
Like,
Oh.
it must have stank in there.
Jesus juice?
Jesus juice. What made Michael Jackson great?
For the children.
Those people are so disgusting. God damn Yoko. I think that was Yoko's idea too. You know,
Let's stay in bed. Yeah. It's what's the,
I want
she
to
was
get
like
up and
what
move
do they
around.
call
Stay
it?
right
A performance artist.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Performance
Yeah.
art. Yeah.
That's what they call it when you have no talent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the
It's
nice
performance
term
art.
for it.
Poor thing. I get a couple. I don't know which. All right, I'm going with this one. I'm going Harold Ramis and Bill Murray.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
nice.
Did I take yours?
No, I got many. Don't
Okay,
worry.
I got a few too.
You go.
but-
You go.
Okay,
How
they
could
made
you
a bunch of freaking awesome movies together, and then it all came to a head for
Groundhog Day, right?
Groundhog's Day, and Bill Murray, I guess, is a bit of a tough guy to work with sometimes, and they kind of had a falling out, and they didn't speak until Harold Ramis was on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Great timing, Bill Murray.
Well, at least they made amends, though.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just like I love Bill Murray.
Yeah.
But there's like that little bit of me is just like, you little prick.
Cocaine
I
will do
agree
that
with you.
It's so many years to kind of
Yeah, exactly. Patch it up.
Patch it up. That's nice. Yeah, you did it. He died knowing that you didn't hate him. I guess that's great.
Yeah, but what we could have had, not just in the world of Ghostbusters, but more movies with the two of them.
Yeah.
So many things.
It's awesome. And, that is definitely top.
Collectively amazing, but I mean, they're clearly not John Lennon and fucking Paul McCartney.
No,
Separately
no.
made really awesome things.
Yeah,
Also.
they did.
Caddyshack 2, for example.
Now, if the two of them,
Caddyshack too.
if the two of them did an interview in bed,
Oh, I would have loved
would that
that.
be all right?
Yeah, totally.
That would have smelled like ass, too.
That would
Yeah.
have been just all farts.
Yeah.
Comedic farts. But you would smell the genius.
I could see Bill Murray giving Ramis the Dutch oven.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. And I think they would do it as a comedy bit, as a way to parody the Yoko John thing, and it would be hilarious. We should do that. We should give an interview.
Not a fucking chance.
Just bring
Our
all four
next
of us.
podcast episode, I'll set the microphones up upstairs.
that
and
would
What's
be
bigger
awesome.
than a king size bed?
California King.
Yeah,
we need a fucking
circus tent.
to go
Yeah.
all the way
An
across.
Alaska King.
We need some serious bed.
That's true. What about a couch? A four-seated reclining couch? Would
Oh, that
count?
works. Yeah, we can do that. We can
Get
put-
on that, will
throw
you?
a blanket
Yeah.
over us.
That's awesome. We could all be in feety pajamas.
Yeah.
Those
Hey, Derek's not wearing pants.
Yeah.
He's Donald Ducking again.
Have high C juice boxes.
Everybody went topless except for Derek.
I misunderstood the assignment.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna think about this tonight. This is my next project. How to get three guys in bed with me. I'll have it written down like that. I don't think that'll raise any questions.
I bet it's not that hard.
On our next Escape Pod episode, Mark Macrina has relationship tips for all of you lovelorn guys out there.
Oh, I would love to give a relationship advice. I got some great advice for a
I believe it.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. I was
Yes.
hung
Go
up
for
on being in bed with you guys.
Oh my.
Well, I'll go with the next logical one. I got a few here, but do you have this one, Derek?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
then
I had a really hard time with this. I did not think outside the box at all.
okay. All right.
Because if I had
You
thought,
picked Eastman and Laird.
No. Well, I thought for sure that one of you guys was going to go with like Ditko and
And Stan Lee?
Yeah,
Stan Lee.
or Kirby.
And Stan Lee?
And Stan Lee.
Or anybody.
Or any other artist and Stan Lee.
Excelsior.
So mine is Eddie Murphy and John Landis.
Nice.
Another pair that had a falling out after making some really impressive movies, and things got kind of ugly between the two of them. They were taking shots at one another. Eddie Murphy would make Twilight Zone references to John Landis upon meeting following the tragedy.
That's not cool.
Did Landis use the N-word?
So
He killed that guy with the little kid.
Norbert?
Well, the helicopter killed him. To be fair, he didn't kill him. The helicopter.
To be fair.
What? What did I miss? What?
Derek's.
I said
Norbert.
Did Landis use the N-word?
And I said what? Norbert?
Oh.
That's good.
God, which one's worse? Probably. No, but so they did have their falling out, and that was too bad because they were a good team. They made some great movies together, and I know a lot of people think it's a shit movie, but if there's any reason to like Beverly Hills Cop 3, it reunited the two of them.
It's my favorite.
They got to working better again.
Yeah.
That movie stinks.
I love that movie. That movie's great. It's so much fun.
You guys are crazy.
Bronson Pinchot is hilarious in that one. He's the best. It's the best one.
Like 2 minutes of an hour and something minute long.
Makes
film.
it worth it. It's I start that movie and I look forward to
what are you
that.
talking-
And then when that hits, I'm like, oh, there it is. All right. And but you know what? I don't want to shut this off.
Did you see
because it only
and
gets
two
better
before you saw 3, or did you
Did you see them out of order?
I haven't seen 2.
Are you just fucking with me?
You've never seen 2?
Part 2?
I haven't seen 2. I've
Are
seen
you
1 and
shitting
3.
me?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Wow.
What the hell's going on here?
Isn't 2's your favorite?
I
Right?
love 2.
Yeah, because
fucking
it's a Tony
Tony
Scott.
Scott.
2 sucks. 2 sucks.
You've never even seen it.
You jerk.
Part 3. Jesus Christ.
I love the first one. The first one would be
Yeah.
my favorite. But I did see the third one first
That's
Yeah?
because I just went with some friends of mine because they wanted to see a movie and I wanted to see it. And I was like, whatever.
Well, you start with the best. That way
And
you know.
so I mean, I liked it, but I had nothing to
That way
compare it
you don't
to.
start with the palate.
And then I saw 1, and I thought, oh, okay, all right, this is much more vulgar.
Yes.
A series than
it's
3
awesome.
lets on. Yeah. No, I like them all.
Yeah, 3's
I don't really dislike any of them.
Was
why I
3
like-
PG-13 as opposed to the other ones being R?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
PG-13.
It looks terrible.
That's what I liked about it.
hate
Part
the
of it,
look
yeah.
of it.
You know,
What, that it was
no,
PG-13?
yeah, no party
Third,
language.
The
You know? I didn't have to listen to
Just
all
like
that.
visually, it just doesn't look like 2 is so like 2 is Tony Scott, so it's fucking orange and yellow. And,
Yeah.
and the first one is just like shot on older cameras. So
Right.
it's
It
a
looks
prettier
gritty.
Look to it.
Yeah.
But 3
Is
is
it 'cause
just
it's
so
too clean
crisp.
and
yeah,
shiny?
jackets are brand new.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You guys
Somebody shot
should
Uncle
we do a
Dave.
versus? Versus? Should we do a versus?
Oh, wow.
A
We
verse.
totally should.
Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 versus 3.
Well, I would go to.
It's a
1.
2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah.
For the ages.
I'd be working both sides because I like them both.
Bet you would.
I'd be on.
Both sides of the bed.
Back to the bed, baby.
Yeah,
You'd be
there we
skiing,
go.
huh?
In the bed for
Alaskan
long
king
Gotta do
crab.
some skiing.
Are we back in that bed with 3 other guys?
3 sleepy dads and a Tito.
Oh my.
Tito will be
I'm
curled
wide
up.
awake.
Tito will be.
Terrified.
Tito will be curled up at the end of the bed. He'll be curled up at the end
Yeah,
of the
just
bed
on
like
the
the
edge.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah, just on the
Oh,
edge.
look, guys, look. Tito's moving.
He's
He
twitching.
thinks-
He must be dreaming.
He thinks he's people.
Every once in a while, I roll around on my back.
What's yours, Derek?
Mine is a more recent one. Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon.
Oh,
Creators of
yeah.
Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Oh well, that was
yeah.
that's going into
So Roiland has a lot
hear
of
about it.
he had a lot of charges brought against him.
He sure did.
As well as a history of inappropriate comments and actions both on and offline and behind the scenes at work. But the falling out actually happened between the two creators long before the actual legal charges.
I dropped my cap. I'm sorry. I was shocked by the.
I'll get it. Sorry,
I
Derek.
was shocked by the
all right.
news.
I'm gonna keep going though because it's
Keep going. It's my arthritis. Okay, go ahead.
that sounded dirty.
It was meant to.
But yeah, so it happened like long before the actual legal charges, which he was cleared of those, like the actual lawsuits against him.
Oh, he was? I didn't know that.
No, but he's still scumbag.
Guilty.
Court of public opinion reigns supreme.
And because he had like before that, he still had put so much strain on the writers' room. Like the workplace was just awful because of him. Nobody liked having him around because he was just vulgar and always saying things and saying inappropriate things and doing inappropriate things.
Yeah.
And I guess
is that what we do on a regular basis?
Well, yes, I know.
We like jerking off into plants?
No, but the big thing is that he would I guess with fans would like message him on Twitter and stuff, and he would like be very vulgar to them, kind of just like he didn't care what he was doing or how it affected anybody.
Sure.
So it became more of like you're representing the show. You know, this is something that a lot of people like, and you know, so they I think they would have eventually fired him anyways. But they should have known because he looks just like Joss Whedon. He looks like he could be Joss Whedon's little brother.
So they had there was a certain point where they were clashing,
right? Right.
But these charges kind of pushed it over the edge.
It was like the
straw
that broke the camel's back. I don't know if that's okay to say anymore.
Camels are protesting the show now, Derek. Thank you very much.
You put a lot of straw.
That's
the weight.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
all the
camels,
weight they carry.
I don't know, a straw could actually break a camel's
I believe
back.
it's a metaphor.
No, it's because
it's not literal. Right. Should watch what you say.
Because they already have so much on their back.
Right,
that little
but
bit
that
extra.
one extra. It's like what's
one camel could easily get affected
meaning of
by
life?
that.
Creosote.
Oh, yeah. The wafer thin mint.
Yeah.
It's only wafer thin.
But yeah, thankfully it's become clear that Rome wasn't the be all and end all to the show's success because with there 4 episodes into season 7 without him, and the show hasn't missed a beat. They recast roles have fit in seamless. The writing and overall feel.
And he did the voice.
The same. He did Rick and Morty.
Oh, he did both.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I know they got some. There's a new Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was him before.
Oh,
No.
Mark, that was your nickname in college. What, Mr. Poopy Butthole, right? I think I remember calling that.
The secret's out.
Secret's out.
The nails are clean. Look at that shit.
Nice.
There ain't no shit under
Look at
there.
you.
Cock blocked and ready to rock.
You bet. Wiped my ass ahead of time. I prepared.
Mark's got a bidet now. He doesn't have to worry about any of that.
Oh, God, I wish I had a bidet.
Mark Macrina, the bidet walker.
You just take that little shower handle off, get under there, you're fine.
There you go.
There's an image. It's like
That's why they
washing a
invented
car.
it.
Mark, you should have been done 5 minutes ago. Now you're just on vacation, pal.
Now you're just on vacation.
But it feels so good. This is disgusting. Are you
No,
done?
when it hits your lips, it feels so good.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Are you done? Jesus.
Sorry.
Any runners up?
Okay, asshole! I'm sorry!
Look what you started.
I'm sorry.
You with your knowledge.
You got runners up?
You know what? I really don't.
What
do you got?
I had Ditko and Stan Lee.
There you
And
go.
the Fugees was.
Yeah.
Bad blood between
They're
the
back now, though.
The score. I
Are
absolutely
they?
love the score. They're touring.
They're
but
touring,
They haven't-
yeah.
They've been trying to make music together for
And
a long time.
apparently
They hate each other.
she keeps being late.
She doesn't show up on time to
Who's that,
anything. She
Badu?
doesn't
No,
care.
she's wicked late.
Lauren Hill.
No.
Oh, Lauren Hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
who was Erica Badu in? I thought she was in the food.
No, she was a solo.
Yeah.
Erica Badu was solo.
okay.
Yeah, it was Wyclef and Praz and
Badu.
who was like Praz got in trouble for like espionage.
What? Espionage.
He like donated money from a foreign power to a campaign, and that foreign power.
He got scammed by that Nigerian prince.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was like on trial for like espionage. I'm like, Jesus, stay in your lane, bro.
Right.
Wow.
Whatever happened to just drugs?
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Write some raps, you
Christ.
fucking weirdo.
I had Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone. And James Cameron and Linda Hamilton. They had more than creative differences.
Yeah.
He's just a pig.
He is.
Yeah.
But that led to shitty Terminator movies, I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm.
So, shame on you, James. You
James
got
on you.
anything?
Kirby and
Kirby and
Lee.
And Lee.
Yeah, and
Kirby
and everybody.
and
Yeah.
The
Ditko and
people
Lee
versus
and-
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Stan Lee and half the Marvel artists.
I'll say, even though he didn't really have a play in creating, but I would say Ben Affleck and Kevin Smith.
Oh, they did have a fallout for a
Yeah, they
while.
did.
For a long time.
That's right.
And,
Oh,
you
I
know,
know
and
that.
Affleck didn't like create anything really, but he was like one of his stable of actors and in everything. They were good friends, and
Yeah.
and it just kind of they grew apart. And
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that shit though, right? You like gave him a bunch of breaks.
Right.
Ben
Yeah,
Affleck
I know.
makes some fucking awesome shit.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
he's usurped the
He
student
he
has
totally
surpassed
has.
the teacher.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kevin Smith goes back to the quick stop again.
Yeah.
Well,
And again.
that's all he
And
knows.
again.
And
That's all he
again.
knows.
Didn't they reconcile over all the bad interview press Ben Affleck was getting for Batman Superman? Like, I believe I saw a video.
I think
where
so.
What,
Yeah.
Kevin
'cause
felt bad for him?
Smith was watching one of those.
Yeah.
Those scolding videos,
The meme.
and he started
Yeah, the
crying.
sad Ben.
Yeah. Sad
He
Ben.
was crying, and they recorded Kevin Smith crying. So I
Right.
think shortly after, they said, "Hey,
And he came to his defense. He
come
he
back."
said a lot of good things about him.
Well, he should have, because he was a great Batman.
He was a great Batman. He's the best Batman.
That's right.
I'm Batman.
I'm saying that till I'm dead.
That's the hill you're going to die on, huh?
That
That's
is.
the hell.
It is.
Wow.
It's the hill.
It is what it
There's
is.
a lot of Keaton fans
I'm
out
gonna
there
stay,
that are
I'm staying at my
changing
post.
podcasts.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
He was great. I don't know if
It
he's
was
the
great.
best, though.
Staying at my post.
You can. That's a powerful post to stand on, because a lot of people agree with you.
I'm gonna drink this soda.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That's it.
That's
Good
it.
appetizers, everybody. Shall we get to
Very
the main
good.
course?
The main course.
Just when you thought we couldn't make this show more annoying, folks, we found a way right on the spot. That is our talent.
Wow.
That's
You didn't
per-
like that.
That's performance.
I liked it. I liked it.
Thank
Brian.
you.
That was
I liked it
performance
just
art.
I
fine.
did it with you, you mook. What?
That was like a young Yoko.
Yeah.
The main.
Now that's performance art.
In the middle of a bath. In the middle of a bath, I call your name.
While doing an interview, all the same.
Yoko.
Do you think Yoko Ono likes Beverly Hills Cop 3?
She probably does.
We should ask her.
because she sucks.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch
Are
it
you,
with her.
are you okay, Derek?
Yeah.
You're very red.
Oh God, this has been good. This has been good tonight. So, I've had a lot of laughs,
Man.
and we've just beginning.
We have
We're just
only
starting.
just begun.
We've only just begun. Oh, that's our new thing.
Because it's really what she sounds like.
I know. It's like her and Bart Bjork.
Bjork. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yoko in a swan suit.
Right. Yoko Juna.
How do these awful people
That
get
was
this?
good.
Friend of the show, Yoko Ono.
Long time.
Yeah, definitely.
First
I
time,
gotta check
long
to see.
time.
I gotta check to see if we have any listeners in Iceland because we don't anymore.
Oh, they know.
I
They
love
know.
Bjork.
They
I
know.
love
She's a legend.
Bjork's awesome.
Bjork?
Bjork.
Yeah.
Awesome?
Yeah, I like Bjork too.
Yeah,
Bjork?
Ray
Yeah,
Bjork.
I like Bjork.
She's all
Ray
right.
Bjork. He was an awesome player.
Oh, Ray Bork.
I'm kidding.
Legend.
Legend.
Dude,
Ray
remember,
Bork.
dude, didn't she show up at the Grammys or something?
In a swan dress.
In a swan dress, yeah.
Right? Did we
Yeah.
cover? Did you say that already?
Yeah,
I did.
mentioned
Yeah.
She beat
I'm
the crap out of
sorry.
a lady with her own camera.
That's
Which is awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Good
That's
for
why,
her.
yeah,
Wow.
Bjork is badass.
Good for her. I wouldn't mess
You guys
with
ever see
Bjork.
that movie? Was it Dancer in the Dark that she was in? That was fucking phenomenal.
Great movie.
She was so good in that.
There's a song that like she starts out really like, oh, it's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then it like,
And then we're going to riot. And she's going,
Yoko. I love that song.
Who'd win in a
it's a
fight,
remix.
Yoko or Bjork?
oh, Bjork,
oh man,
absolutely.
yeah, I
Going
think
Bjork.
Bjork.
Bjork would
would
kick
kill- yeah.
Yoko's ass.
Yeah,
Chuck Berry.
yeah. Yoko's
Chuck Berry would.
yeah. Chuck Berry will crawl out of his grave and beat her with his own guitar.
Oh man, I would have loved to have been there for that. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do the main course.
He's doing the Chuck Berry look.
Chuck
The
Berry.
main
Chuck
course.
Berry.
Oh Christ! Why didn't I have my camera?
He was surprised.
Surprise.
He was surprised, all
He
right.
looks disgusted.
We didn't rehearse this.
No.
Mm-mm.
The
Nope.
hell?
But that wasn't a good surprise. That's like, oh, surprise! I stick my finger in your butt. you weren't ready for it.
The shocker. I shock people.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
That reaction was like if someone went on stage and said, "Chuck, your mom just died, man."
Yeah.
You gotta keep
Mid-song,
going.
yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
playing.
And Yoko killed her.
Yoko just killed your mom. Yoko. Well, I don't know. What are we talking about?
We're
again?
talking about the Ninja Turtles tonight.
God, man, did we go off track?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
That was a fun track, though.
It was. It was a Yoko track.
Gonna gain my composure.
It's been a long time since our bipolar express pulled into the station.
Yes. You know, the holidays are coming. We're all a little loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on medication, so that's... Well, it's
I
Sudafed,
probably shouldn't have had all this cough syrup.
Dude, Dimetap,
You're a madman! Get off the bridge!
Bottles of Dimetap.
Turn this cab around!
All right. Here we go. The main course.
Pizza time.
For reals.
Yeah.
For realsies?
Go ahead.
For real this time. What started with two young comic creators jokingly doodling a turtle in a ninja mask during a late-night drawing session has since become a multi-million-dollar franchise known as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From their black and white underground comic days to an 80s cartoon filled with pizza and surfer terms, followed by several feature films and numerous comic book and cartoon series, the Ninja Turtles still remain one of the most popular superhero teams around. Named after the titans of the Renaissance painters, these heroes in a half-shell, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael, patrol the streets of New York, keeping them safe from crime of every shape, size, and species. And while the history and stories and mythos tend to alter with each new reiteration, the basic concept still remains the same, hearkening to that night when Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman first dreamt up that goofy turtle sketch, which would serve as the catalyst of one of the most legendary icons in pop culture, and would one day buy Kevin Eastman a tank. Not kidding, that's a true story.
Really?
Yeah. Now, with this latest installment in the Ninja Turtles franchise, Mutant Mayhem offers up a multimedia stylized animated flick with an all-star cast and some fresh new concepts in a story that pits the Ninja Turtles against a city full of mutants running amok. Amok. So, is this movie worth its hype? How does it Does Yoko Ono like this movie? How does it differ from Ninja Turtle movies from the past? Does it deserve to stand along the classics like the 1990s movies with impressive Jim Henson Studios effects? Or does it get lost in a sea of Michael Bay roided up nightmare CGI turtle monsters? Let us find out. Gentlemen, opening thoughts.
Brian?
I'm going first. So I love this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. And unlike you guys, I was not really huge into the whole Ninja Turtle scene growing up. That kind of came out like after I was in high school and blah, blah, blah. So I really didn't grow up with the Ninja Turtles like you guys did. That being said, I did watch one of the animated series. I think it was the one that Nickelodeon had put out in the...
That's a good one.
Yeah, the 2012 one.
The 2012 one. My daughter was really tiny, and she gravitated to that for like a hot second. Yeah. And we watched it for maybe a season or two. I don't even know how long it lasted, but that was a lot of fun.
Like 7 seasons.
Was it 7 seasons?
Like that,
Jesus.
Yeah,
we definitely didn't watch the whole
The
thing.
CGI one.
Yeah, she really dug it, and I thought it was a lot of fun too. That was kind of like my first introduction, other than maybe seeing bits and pieces of the Jim Henson movies back in the day. I don't know if I've seen one all the way through, even now. So this one was the one that I had seen all the way through, and I thought it was fantastic. I love the humor. The art style is amazing. It totally fits the story. I know it's not what it originally started out to, but it's nice to see it take on a new spin, so to speak. It was just crazily stylized, and the voice acting was spot on. It was funny. It had a lot of heart. Just loved it. I've watched it twice.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is
Tito.
a fun one. I've seen it many, many times. Ninja Turtles was right in my wheelhouse. Toys, cartoons, sheets, whatever, curtains, all that shit.
Yeah, wow.
Sheets. Those sheets were awesome.
But yeah, and it's been fun to. They haven't all been hits. There's been plenty of misses, but it's been fun to over the years be excited for a new version of the Ninja Turtles to come out and whatever the whatever iteration it will be in. I think they did it really, really well. You can tell, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are really talented guys, and they clearly grew up around and in this time and kind of understand the fandom associated with Ninja Turtles.
I tried to be quiet.
And it's a really fun movie. I like this is this the only one where this is the only film where kids are actually voicing
Right.
kids.
Right.
Yes.
Which I really like. And the actors are, all the, the voice actors in it are really, really, really good. I say really so many times tonight.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, fun film.
Yes, I agree. I saw this for the first time yesterday, actually. I finally got around to watching it, and I really liked it. It's a whole new universe, a whole new story. The turtles themselves are the same, the basic core of those stories there, but I love the direction it goes in. I absolutely love the animation in it. Different types of animation, and we'll get into that. I love the soundtrack. It's got an amazing soundtrack.
It does.
The
I forgot to bring that up
action
too.
Is awesome, and turtles voiced by kids. What a concept!
Right.
They're teenagers.
They're teenagers. That's how
teenagers playing teenagers.
And I think the first time Splinter has been voiced by an actual Asian. I'm not positive.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah, Jackie Chan.
I'm not sure
film?
if the 2012 the 2012 series had
Michael
one
Bay
or not.
ones.
No, not the Michael
no.
Bay ones. I don't know about
the
the Michael
series
Bay.
you're
The
saying.
series,
The
that
series, I can't
animated
remember either.
series that Brian was talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know.
But I know the ones of the voice actor who did Splinter in the 90s movies was,
That was
Kevin Clash.
Yeah.
So, and he's not Asian. He's Elmo. So,
Is he really?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
Kevin
dude who
Clash
does the
is
voice
Elmo.
of Elmo.
I didn't know that.
So don't quote me on that part, but
Tony Shalhoub was his voice in the what's his
The newer ones.
yeah, in the newer ones.
Oh, no kidding.
Like
All right,
Bays.
so yeah. So there you go. I don't.
Eric
I'm not
Bauza.
sure.
The CGI film they did was Mako.
Oh, okay.
Was
All right,
Oh,
that's right.
okay.
So they did
Yeah,
have
the
the
one
one.
with
All right.
Michelle Gellar and
I
Chris
kind of
Evans.
forgot that one. That one,
Dude, that's
kinda-
a
Yeah, I like that
fun
one.
movie.
I gotta
like that
revisit
one.
that one.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like a part 4 technically
Yeah.
because they referenced the other live action films. but
Right.
it's
The
done
Shredder's
really well.
not in it at all. He's dead.
Because I
at
think
that
originally it
point,
was
right?
going to be live action, and then they decided later
I
on
like-
in pre-production to make it animated.
I like the way they went.
All right, so I guess it isn't the first time, but it's cool. Jackie Chan doing Splinter's voice is awesome. The casting's great, except for one little thing, and I'll get into that later. So overall, awesome addition to the Ninja Turtles series. Derek.
I said this before when it was my geek flag, but I really dig the movie, and the vibe, the all around vibe of it, everything combined, the kids, the art, the music, it's so great. And it's a new take. I think this is what Rise of the TMNT on Nickelodeon was like trying to be.
Oh, that thing.
But it just didn't. It just fell totally flat. I hated that show. Like I only watched like maybe 2 or 3 episodes and was like, yeah, I'm done.
That wasn't good.
And then, and at times it really feels like one of those like Goonies Monster Squad kind of kids taking on the bad guys films. And I think that like works so well. And you don't get that in the other versions of Ninja Turtles. I think it was a really smart move to use kids. So yeah.
And they're all in the same room together.
Right,
Yeah,
working
I
off each other.
remember that. I read that, yeah.
We'll get to it when the quotes, but like there's a big part it was totally improv by those kids, and it's hilarious. It's like one of my favorite things in the movie. So
Yeah, you guys like really pushed me to see this because I really didn't want to at first.
I knew you'd like it.
I was like, everything looks kind of strange. It's that old grumpy, get off my lawn. They're my turtles, but
We don't like change.
yeah.
No, sir, I didn't like it.
But I'm glad I did because it's fucking awesome. It was really
The only one
fun.
Michelangelo, I like the kid that did his voice, but there were times where his voice was just so much deeper. Because like
You're not used to
than
that.
the others,
Yeah.
so it was
He's
just kind of
more
like
mellow than he is in the past
right.
versions. He's usually
Like he's
the
always been
party
this
machine,
like Californian kind of
Yeah.
the cowabunga stuff. But even still, like
Let's
all 4 of them were great. They had really good. You could tell they had really good chemistry together.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Derek. Actually, now that I think about it. No, let's get to the
All right.
categories.
Yeah, let's
do it.
Speaking of things we liked and we didn't like. All right.
All right. Brian, you got some favorite scenes?
I do. I liked when they first met April. That was a great scene. I liked when she brought them to the high school and they're making fun of the locker that says Puke Girl on it, and then you find out that she's Puke Girl. and they try to like be all cool about it. Like, oh yeah, there was a lot of great scenes. The fight at the end was awesome when Superfly turned into Super Duper Fly and he was made of all kinds of other animals.
Like Monsieur.
Yeah, I got a whale for a body.
Oh my god!
I got
Friggin'
horses for legs.
Ice Cube, man. That was the best.
Yeah,
He's amazing.
He was.
Yeah,
Yep.
He really is amazing.
That's a fun scene. The Leonardo
Oh,
and Leonardo.
that's right. Yeah,
I
yeah. You brought
randomly
that
I'll
up.
be like Leonardo, and I laugh to myself. I think it's so funny.
I like when
Hey, I'm a Michelangelo.
she's at school and she ends up like I think it's I don't know if it's it's a flashback or something, but isn't there like a scene where she catches a kid like he's in the middle of writing on
Oh, Puke Girl.
Puke Girl.
Yeah,
My favorite, both of my favorite scenes involve the Annie Ep song.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it should be in more movies whenever shit's going down. But I love that shopping scene and how it's set to that.
Oh, yeah.
They're not. I mean, they're robbing the place. But it's just so fun to see them in action, and they're not fighting. They're just fucking grocery shopping.
Yeah.
That shit's so much fun. And the side scroll to No Diggity. I am not a fan of that song. I was not a fan when I was younger.
Love that song.
You don't like it, or
I know I love that
you
song.
do?
I did
love
not
that
like
song.
that song ever. In that scene, that song is so perfect.
Yeah.
And it starts with like the side scroll, like video game, and then it just bounces from like villain to villain perspective, like Michelangelo's perspective to Raph's perspective, and it all kind of meshes together.
And each bad guy, right?
And everybody gets a chance to like knock the door down and like lead the way. I thought that was phenomenal. I love both those scenes so much.
Those are good ones. I had the opening with Baby Superfly kicking ass because that was just awesome. I don't know.
That was good too.
It's just this fly,
Shades
this
of
little
the Fly.
Yeah, kicking everybody's ass. The first time the Turtles go into battle, I mean, that's cool when they realize that they can, in fact, fight and do some serious damage to bad guys. That's just like, oh, they're going to become a team. And they stay a team throughout the whole
they don't break up at any
thing,
point. Yeah, it's
Tito.
great.
You and I have complained about this so many times.
Don't separate anybody. Keep them together.
They are together all the time, and that is how you do the Ninja Turtles.
Right. You don't have Raphael go storming off. And
Well, you do it once, but you don't have to keep doing it, is the thing.
Well, he has he has the line where he says, like, thinking about dying and your faces being the last face.
Oh, yeah.
But it completely transitions to the end.
Right.
being
Yeah, where he's like,
happy
yeah, he's
callback for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, they spend time together. Obviously, they get on each other's nerves, but they are a team throughout the entire
Yeah, they're
film,
a team
which I love.
and they're brothers.
And super supportive of each other.
I also like how they call Splinter Dad and not Master.
Right.
You know, it's just it's kind of cool. Oh man, Dad's gonna kick our ass. I also had one more. When they're watching Ferris Bueller.
Oh,
Because they mixed live action with animation. And that's always fun. I love when I don't think you see enough of that anymore. Or it doesn't feel like you do anyway. I don't know. Maybe there are things when you
I like it because when you're watching it, maybe you're thinking, like, is this an animated film for them?
Oh.
What is
I didn't
live
even
action
think
for
of that.
them?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is live action for them?
No, Sarah and I were like, "Wow,
Put that little
Ferris
twist on
Bueller."
it, Tito. That's very deep.
That's why you're the brain.
That's right.
You're
No,
the
Crane
brain.
the brain. He
Crane the
loses a
brain.
lot, though.
But
He
yeah,
loses
but he's
quite a
still
bit.
smart.
Yeah, I suppose.
Shredder loses in the
Shredder
cartoon.
loses quite a bit also.
Because Bebop and Rocksteady screw things up. There's a ladder of screw up.
Yeah.
It's a progression or a
It's a screw up chain of command.
right.
Yeah.
That was really fun. It was cool. And Sarah watched this with me. She loved it too. And putting Ferris Bueller in anything is like a notch at her belt right there. So. All right, you, sir.
I got again the beginning. I love the way the movie opens off, the tone and the seriousness of it, like in that kind of like SWAT kind of scene, and the music and like just seeing it especially seeing it for the first time, like just getting that all that art and like this is what you're in for. And it reminded me. It always makes me think the beginning how I felt the beginning of Across the Spider-Verse. Because the opening of that just kind of set the pace for me, and I was like, this is going to be awesome.
Just sucked you right in.
Right.
And the mixture of media and that.
Right.
The way they
Dude,
animated those turtles.
It looks like CGI
but with
Some of it looks like claymation, but it looks painted.
And that opening, you see the manhole, And it's just the way that it's drawn and like that you can kind of see lights playing off because it's
that's the thing
like,
too. I like too.
background.
Anytime you see light, the light is moving.
Right.
Like the actual like light shining. It's like it doesn't stay still.
Right.
You know, you don't just see like a ball of light. It's dancing.
Yeah. I mean, it was a whole new style.
I like the homage to the 80s cartoon opening too. With
Yes.
the sewer grate opening up, where they jump out and they're flipping over the rooftops and everything.
I also love the like you said, the first time they fight together to get the bike back in the auto shop. Like just the way that whole scene unfolds, and it's them just like you can see that they're novices and they're just finding their footing. And
Raph stabs Donatello
right,
in the leg with his
the whole
And
thing
he
in the beginning,
screams.
and it's hilarious, and like, and then you see it progress, and they're like kind of accidentally kicking ass, and then it becomes them actually kicking ass, and then how proud they are afterwards that they they look at the pile of bodies and they're like, oh, wow, we really did it. It's just really cool. I kind of liked any of the scenes with them.
Yeah.
With the four of them together interacting as teenagers.
Yeah, which is almost
it was just
every scene.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
magic.
Yeah.
I think that really made the movie for me. And I also like the car chase scene.
Yes, that was fun.
is a good one.
When they try to take the microwave emitter or something like that. And Paul Rudd is hilarious. So
He is.
He was great as Mono Gecko.
Yeah.
I gotta add the giant monster scene too. Normally when
Super
things
duper fly?
become giant and unstoppable, I kind of groan. I'm like, oh, we're going this route. But because Ice Cube was so fucking funny,
It's hilarious.
it worked.
Tortoises.
I'll get
Y'all
there.
some tortoises.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
You know what a turtle is?
Of course.
Same thing.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt
Don't
you.
cuz me right now.
You got a scene you don't like, Brian?
No, I liked all of it. I don't think it didn't slow down. The movie did not pause. It was great.
I actually don't like the opening scene.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
When you guys were talking about it, I was like, something about it doesn't hit for me.
Is
Yeah?
it because
Something-
Baxter Stockman looks so creepy?
No, and I like Giancarlo Esposito.
I do
I think
too.
he's fantastic.
Kind of wish there was more of him. Actually,
Yeah,
I
me
know.
too.
Was it the fact that Baxter Stockman didn't become
I'm a little bit bummed that he doesn't
Yeah.
become Baxter Stockman the
Yeah,
Fly.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't know that right away.
Right.
Right.
It's just a Superfly. So I was thinking the whole movie it's him, but once they're introduced in the movie, that's when it really gets going for me.
Right.
And it's only like that opening scene is like 2 minutes long. It's not very much, but for some reason, like when the sewer cap pops open,
Yeah.
I want to see the turtles right away. Like when it's
Okay.
like Mutant Mayhem, blah, 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 blah. I want to see immediately the turtle story,
Yeah.
not necessarily the villain story. So it just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't hit.
Placement.
Yeah.
You didn't like the placement.
Yeah,
Of the scene.
yeah.
Well, it has to kind of set the whole Mutant Mayhem thing up. You know?
No, for sure. And creating that's a separate thing. But yes, I agree. I got something else for that later, but, that was honestly the only thing about, and it's the only scene that the turtles aren't in.
Oh, there you go.
They fucking kill it. So
I don't have anything either. I always there's usually something.
I know.
I did not dislike anything in this in any scenes really, like you said, Brian. It just went. It was just a fast-paced film. It was nonstop.
good, quick watch.
The turtles are there all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much, which is what I want to see. You know, because that's what the movie's about. It's about Ninja Turtles. So I want to see Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles.
but it also had a lot of supporting characters.
Right.
You know, and they all came over
they were
from
great.
from
From the
Superfly's
show,
gang, and
They were great. Yeah.
yeah, it was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. You.
I see.
The face. Here it
I didn't like the kaiju scene.
Oh,
Really?
man.
you don't like Super Duper Fly?
I know.
Like Missy Elliott.
No, I mean like
Hilarious.
it was like it was fun. Like that was funny. Like
Yeah.
the things he was saying was funny, but like just the whole premise of it, I just kind of was like, all right. The third act in general kind of lost me.
Wow, really?
So
Yeah.
Oh man, that third act is like a whole Cronenberg thing with that.
Yeah, it was.
where I might agree is that you don't get that like really fun, like in the first Henson one.
Right.
You get that final fight between them and
And
Shredder,
Shredder.
which
Right.
is really,
Right.
really fun. they're fighting a fucking monster, so there's
Right.
not like a ton of.
And then it becomes
kung
New
fu
York
happening.
fighting the monster.
Right.
Yeah, which is fun.
I guess all right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You know.
I like
But-
that. I like when New York steps in and helps. They
Right,
do
like
it
in Spider-Man.
In
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
really cheesy in Spider-Man. I don't. Like
Oh, come on. I like that.
know, like,
Oh, when they carry him in the train.
Yeah, I
this
love
is
that
New
whole
York.
scene.
You mess with one of us.
You mess with
I
all
know
of
it was
us.
Like right after 9/11.
I like how
get it.
Dr. Octopus goes like.
Okay,
he says
then.
that, and then he's like, the tentacles go in and part the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I forgot about that fucking scene too.
It's the same scene.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the first movie when they're on the bridge throwing shit at
that. Yeah.
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
throwing.
That's right. They did it in that
and
one, too.
One
I thought you
guy's
were
like,
talking
"Oh,
about
I got
part
something
two.
for your ass," and that's funny. But but one of them's like, "This is New York. You must." Oh God, it's so cringy.
It's a comic book.
Yeah, and it's done much better in Ghostbusters 2. All right, bring in the giant
Well,
statue.
You're
of
just pissed
Liberty
because it was
to,
set in New York and there wasn't enough bicycle rickshaws going
That's
by.
We could have been in there, Brian. If we had.
Oh, turtles! I'll fit all four of you. Go ahead. Come on. We'll make it work.
We'll save you, Spider-Man. Hop on. Plenty of room. Guys got some.
That'll be $500.
Derek, what would you have preferred to like for an end?
I don't even know. I don't know. I know I should have something in mind if I'm going to complain.
No,
but
I'm just curious.
no, I just
That's never stopped you before, sir.
I just
We're gonna have a falling out. I'm
Yes.
issuing a falling.
especially
out.
because like Superfly was so badass and he was like vicious
He
and
beats the
violent.
crap out of everybody.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But like, I almost think like even though it's very funny what he's saying, like all the funny little quips that he has, and I'm sure he had a blast recording it. But like, it became too much. It was like, all right, now he's just goofy.
You don't think it
Before
brought
he was
the
like-
mayhem though, because the whole thing is up until this point we had the mutants.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
did
and you know
not
what
have the mayhem.
and you know what? I
Mayhem
didn't-
is a giant mutant destroying New York.
With a leg of horses.
That's
With a
right.
leg of-
Well,
Straight horses.
and like you said about the like,
come back to
you know,
that.
all
Yeah,
his
Mark
all
hates
his,
horses.
like his whole gang, his whole family joins the Turtles.
Right.
Like that part too. I think that's part of the reason why I didn't like it too, because it should have been mutants versus mutants, not just a big gigantic mutant made of mutants. Like I don't like the fact that Bebop and Rocksteady.
I'm gonna get back to that because
like-
I partly agree with you.
I was
on
gonna-
that
I was
one.
going to speak on
Yes.
that earlier too.
and
when we were
that
talking
way you
about the
could
Mutant
have
Mayhem.
and you could have that fighting that
Yeah.
you mentioned, like the
Yeah.
big finale with the Turtles versus Shredder. Well, this would have been the Turtles versus these mutants, and I could understand Mondo Gecko becoming a good guy, but like
Oh, he was adorable. Mondo Gecko.
Oh my God, his tail came up. It'll grow back.
Yeah.
and maybe Wingnut, like
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Him,
Yeah.
Wingnut,
That,
Ray Fillet,
yes,
and
exactly.
But that's the
Genghis
thing.
Frog were all good guys
Yeah.
in the
yeah.
show.
But like the other ones should have,
Scumbug and
And
was a
Leather,
bad guy. Leatherhead was a bad
Leatherhead.
guy. Yeah.
Like-
Bebop and Rocksteady. Those nipples. You got like a zoom in on his.
Oh,
the Pierce nipples.
they're beautiful.
I was like, whoa.
They're beautiful.
Censor that.
Yeah,
Censored.
They were like boobies.
I guess I guess
That's
that would have been
mayhem.
part of it.
The
And like I
nipples of
said,
the
like he was
mayhem.
just like when they're at the bowling alley. I mean, like he is a tough boss.
Yeah.
He's all business, hates humans, vicious, violent, like has the worst plan for
About to get
humans.
mollywopped. He's mollywopping me. That's so good.
He kills people if they see him. Well, that's cool.
yeah,
No, it's not. It's still kind of
Like
cool.
I would have preferred him to be like a mean villain instead of just kind of just the goof factor.
Do you think it was? I'm sure I'm reading way too much into it. Do you think it was a nod to Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze because Shredder becomes Giant Shredder?
Super Shredder?
No,
Super Shredder.
He's a Super Shredder. Yeah.
Which one's the ugly one? Oh,
I don't know
man.
if I don't think it would be.
You
No,
think it was done intentionally? They did play Go Ninja Go for 5 seconds.
they did.
So do you want to go into the next, which is
Yes.
what doesn't work for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we know now.
I don't have anything that doesn't work for me. Like I said, I don't know the lore like you guys. I don't know what they're referencing as far as like old shows and movies.
Yeah.
I'm just going in with fresh eyes saying, hey, this was great. I loved the visuals. I loved the story. I loved the humor, the heart, the music. I loved all of it. So, no, I don't think there's anything.
I got a couple of things.
All right, bring it.
So, Splinter not being a ninja
Yes.
bothers me.
Yes.
It bothers
Yes.
me. If anybody wants to jump in, feel free. I like it's a fun scene where they're playing like "Push It to the Limit,"
which
is a fun ass song. And they're watching the fucking old Shaw Brothers movies and all like that.
Yeah,
but
in the cheesy, like YouTube videos of the VHS
it's very like
tapes.
Tybo-y.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Billy Blanks. But the fact that Splinter isn't already a ninja really fucking bugs me.
Right.
It bothers me.
Well,
quite
what
a
kills
bit.
me about that is the whole dynamic between Shredder and Splinter is going to be different now.
Right.
There can be no dynamic.
Yeah,
right?
can't be.
None. Because,
There's
spoiler, a silhouette of Shredder is seen at the end of the movie. And so Shredder does exist in this universe.
Yeah.
But
Unless
Setting
they
up a
find a way to like
sequel.
introduce the like Hamato Yoshi
that-
character in some capacity.
Maybe.
where
Well,
it's like
yeah,
his
because
long lost whatever. But
that's true because in the original story, Hamato Yoshi doesn't become Splinter; he dies, and Splinter was always a rat, and they changed that for the cartoon.
But he was Hamato Yoshi's pet.
Yeah, he was Hamato Yoshi's pet.
yeah.
Right.
So there you go.
like, but
They've changed
this
thing
this
so
rat.
many
This
times.
version was not a pet. And this was a street rat. And,
Right.
And yeah, I mean, like, and I get like, you know, making him a New York rat. Like, it makes more sense story wise that like these turtles and the rat would both be in the sewer because of what happened and whatever. But like, yeah, I agree that like the lore.
It can easily
so
work
great.
with him having a master who migrated to New York because plenty of people do, right? So it could still work.
This-
but
And I didn't really
it
like.
bugs me.
And I know you liked him. I didn't like Jackie Chan.
I'm 50-50
He
on
was.
Jackie Chan.
It was, and it wasn't so much just the fact that he wasn't a samurai or whatever.
Yeah.
It was also the fact that they make him a joke. He's like a goofy doofus character,
Yeah.
and it was like, I
Well, he's more. I feel like he's more. The term "dad" fits him more in this movie
Right,
than it
right.
probably has in any other movie.
Right.
But he also
Or the
he
series.
also acts and fights like Jackie Chan. In half
Oh,
of
it's
his
very
movies,
comical, yeah.
Jackie Chan fights is comical.
Yeah.
He's always trying to run away. He just wants to be left alone.
Right.
No one will leave him alone. So he
But
gets
not
out.
just that. Like, I mean, like the look when he's raising the babies, when he's got
Yeah.
the big fro,
Yeah, that
and
was
the,
great.
the
Oh,
mustache
with the fro
and
and the
they just
mustache?
make him like this. I mean, I was going to say cartoony, but it's a cartoon.
It's all.
But like,
It takes some edge away.
I don't know. And it almost
He's definitely got a dad bod.
I mean, it almost makes me feel like, all right, like they're kind of ageist. Like the one father figure, like the guy that's supposed to be serious, and the one like kind of guiding star for these kids, and they just kind of like they make a joke of him.
So what I do like about his look and how he is you have like an 80s New Yorker raising a bunch of kids in New York, and the influence is there as they've grown up, right? So with like all the hip hop music is like being heard through Donatello.
Yeah.
He's the one with the headphones, and you get that great De La Soul song that he's playing for the kids as they're growing up and they're dancing, so you can see that like influence of him growing, being a middle-aged rat in the 80s, and how it's gonna like evolve into his children. So, but the fact that he's not a ninja or doesn't have that prior knowledge of being a ninja, I gotta have it. I want to see it.
I understood. Yeah,
It's my Uncle Ben.
I get it.
I suppose they could retcon it. They could put something like a throwback, like before he was on the streets, Splinter was a pet rat.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe Hamato Yoshi gets killed, and now and he escapes wherever he's living, and ends up living on the streets.
This is so.
Hamato Yoshi, is that
removed.
Splinter's
Hamato
owner?
Yoshi was
Yeah,
Splinter's
he
owner.
is.
Okay.
Splinter's owner,
And
yeah.
then
Oroku
Saki
Shredder.
is his enemy, and they were feuding over
They're
a
rivals.
woman.
Over a woman. It was Yoko Ono.
Oi, oi, oi.
My only other thing is, and this is personal, I love Casey Jones, so I always want Casey Jones to be in it.
Yeah.
I always
Well,
want
there's
Casey
always
Jones.
the sequel.
There's always a sequel. I always want Casey
Now-
Jones.
This is so far like removed from anything though. You could retcon a lot of stuff. You can add a lot of stuff to it.
For
so.
sure. And they're making a series based on it.
I feel
So it should
like
be cool.
Casey
Oh, yeah?
Jones will
Based on
probably-
this movie?
He's got to end up being like a kid that goes to the school with with them, right?
Oh, that might be cool.
That would be cool.
That's probably what, you know.
Well, that's what they do in the 2012 one. It's a kid who goes to school with April.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You got something? What doesn't work?
What
for you?
doesn't work for me? So I combined what I would change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what doesn't work for me? I have no problem with any of the changes in this except Leatherhead's voice. Leatherhead has to be a guy.
Rose Byrne?
Rose Byrne, yeah.
Leatherhead
But she was
has
playing
to
a
be
guy.
a guy for me.
Because it's all boys except for and one girl, and the girl is Wingnut.
Oh, yeah. Wingnut has a woman's voice.
No,
but so is Scumbug.
Yeah.
Scumbug's a woman also.
Yes, but it's just
That's fine. Like I said,
but they say my brothers and sister.
Oh,
yeah.
At one point,
there's no disrespect to the actress. I don't. It's just a personal thing with me.
Yeah.
Leatherhead has to
You want
be
to hear like Paul Hogan?
I want to hear a Cajun.
You want to hear?
No, I want a Cajun.
Okay.
He's from the Bayou. He's not from
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
No, Australian.
I guarantee.
Yeah.
That's what you
plus
want.
the
Australian girl-sounding Leatherhead does not do it for
plus
me.
the
That's
design of him
only
is
thing.
all off because he was like a lizard.
I didn't. Yeah, he was.
He was
No,
like
he was the alligator that
gator.
got flushed down the toilet.
Giant gator.
yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
like the
You think
art
he
for him
looked
is,
like a lizard in the movie?
no. I mean
He kind of looked like one of those gators from the Kong games, the King Kong games.
Donkey Kong games?
Donkey Kong games, not King Kong.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Donkey
Yeah,
Kong
yeah.
Country or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
The one
I
for
thought he looked like the
64.
gator.
Thank you.
I thought he looked like the gators from Pitfall.
He kind of did with that too. Anyway, that
was
was
the gator from Alligator.
the big thing with me. You know, he's got to be Cajun. You know, I don't want
guarantee.
I guarantee those turtles will be mine. He's Gambit. He's got to sound like Gambit.
Mes amis.
He should have been played by Channing Tatum.
The other thing is
the look.
Bebop and Rocksteady being good guys.
Right.
Don't like it.
They're so
They're
angry,
henchmen.
and it's cool.
They're-
but
and
then
I would
they-
have loved to have
And
seen.
they're not dumb. They're not like as dumb as they should
No.
be.
Well,
especially
they're
since they're
close.
being played by John Cena and Seth Rogen.
They're
Yeah.
dumb.
They really should be.
Yeah. Well, Seth Rogen is producing the movie. He's not gonna be a dummy.
Why? He's a dummy in a lot of
Yeah,
his
he's a
movies.
dummy in
Why
everything
not
he's
the-
in.
I'm just saying.
I would just like to see these two actors playing bad versions of these characters. It would
Right.
be fun because they were good together. And
What
thought it
was
was
the point in
kinda
the car chase where they're
funny. a
they're
little
trying
bit,
to get him?
a little bit, but I want more.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I forgot we were combining, so I put what doesn't work today, and I was gonna make a joke and say apparently not super hot April O'Neil, just to be a dickhead. But I actually liked April O'Neil a lot.
Yeah, I
She's
did too.
awesome. This was a good and different portrayal. She wasn't just some super sex reporter. She had character development, and she was funny. And my only wish is I wish she would become a ninja, like in the 2012 show there,
yeah.
where she's she's
hot in that show.
That happens in
she's
TMNT
super young in that
also.
show too.
No, she's not.
She fights in the CGI TMNT film.
She does.
Also,
Yep.
yeah.
So April
Using
O'Neil,
a
the
sword.
fighter, I think you could have used a little love, but they went for kind
still
of
time.
Chloe Smallville kind of.
Oh yeah. She's gonna be a
April
watchtower.
O'Neil. Yeah,
kind of
that's
situation.
fine. Whatever.
And then join a sex cult
and
and
like-
rent
was
people.
hilarious.
Lure teens to their doom.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, they changed her. The first time they changed her like that was in Rise of the Ninja Turtles, the Nickelodeon show.
Oh, did they?
And same thing. It's I'm pretty sure they stuck with that. Like that's the April O'Neil she is, because I think that she's, if I remember correctly, she's like a student, journalist.
I remember in
not
the
a news
original
reporter.
comics, she was Baxter Stockman's assistant.
And she was Puerto
She
Rican,
was-
I think.
Yes.
With an Irish name.
Go figure.
She had that great
What did the
hair.
mom look like, or the father? Yeah, she had the frizzy
She
hair.
looked like Jennifer Beals from fucking Flashdance.
All right, there we go. There we go. What a feeling. But I did like her.
Reporter by day, ninja by
She was
night.
fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I don't think I had anything else. Okay.
Derek, what doesn't work?
No,
for you?
mine was all the Splinter stuff.
Yeah.
Really, just that and like I said, the third act is a little weak for me.
You're insane.
Listen,
You're insane. There is nothing wrong with that scene.
overall
It's
the
so
movie's
much
great,
fun.
the
The thing's got a whale attached
And I'm sure
to
if
it.
I watch,
Show me another
once I watch
movie
it
when
like a
gets-
fifth and sixth time, I'll get past the idea that like I'll remember that third act is coming and just take it as it is.
I've probably seen it 5 times.
I've seen it
maybe
4.
more.
Oh, I definitely
watched it a bunch.
going to watch this a bunch of times.
Although one of the
it's
times I
fast.
wasn't really paying too much attention because I just put it on for the kids. But
It goes by
Damn,
quick.
kids. Do the kids like it? My
the kids
daughter
love it.
Liv loved it.
yeah,
it's
She
fun as
fell
hell.
asleep, though, because we
Yeah.
started it late. So I'll be watching that again with her.
You did it on purpose.
What? Why would she do that?
Why would you do that on purpose?
What? Make her fall asleep?
Put it on late.
Oh,
Wait,
put it on late?
wait to watch the fucking movie.
I don't know. Because the kids were doing other
Kid stuff.
shit.
The
Kid
kids,
stuff.
the
Their
kids. It's
friends
always the
on the
kids.
phones.
Internets.
So it's like 8
kids with
o'clock
their
by the time.
TikToks and
All right,
their
we're ready to
devices,
watch the movie. And my wife
their
wants to
screen
watch
times.
this one. So she's helping Emily out there doing all that shit on the other side of the house. I'm sitting there
I gotta
waiting.
wait for him.
Yeah. 8 o'clock rolls around. Let's get this movie started. Well, Sass stayed awake for the whole thing, though.
Yeah, she
So I
enjoyed
was
it.
amazed.
It's a quick watch, only like an hour
Yeah,
and
it's
35 minutes. I'm sure.
All right, you don't need to know all this. I'm sorry. Next.
No, great detail.
Tito was riveted. Riveted.
I don't believe that at all.
Brian, what really works for you?
Really work. Yeah.
Yeah,
this-
you guys need to read my text.
I did
I
read
didn't
your
get
Yeah, I
text.
said we're going to combine that
Yes.
one and then go to
Yeah.
what does really work.
what
okay.
really works?
You didn't read the text.
I didn't read the text. Apparently, sometimes the threads just go right by.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys get
let's-
distracted
47
easily.
messages. Jesus Christ!
dude, that's what happens. Especially if you guys start like going and like spamming me like to death while I'm at work.
You gentlemen are always on your phones. How are you missing messages?
Sometimes we
You
work.
do,
looking at it,
And
yeah.
sometimes
you
we
are
cannot
posting
answer our phone.
memes left and right. My feed is filled with messages I think are for me, and they're for 3 geeky dads, and I feel not special.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
It does the same thing for me.
I'm like,
And
oh,
what
I
happened?
could have met 3 geeky
Well, the
dad me,
notifications
3
because
geeky
we
dad
all are
me,
connected
3
with
geeky
Yeah.
our
dad.
Facebook and 3 Geeky Dads.
Right.
So all the notifications come in, and you go to click on notifications, look at them, and they're all 3 people responding to the 3 Geeky Dads stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
Which is great.
It is great.
Which is great. Keep it up. Keep it up, folks.
Yeah, I love the internet.
I went on the internet.
Sorry,
All right,
So what really works for me,
you?
I really like this art style. I didn't think I've never seen this in any other movie, and I loved it. I want to see more like it.
Right.
I really like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse style,
Yeah.
and this really grabbed me too. I really dug it.
Right.
I really dug the art style.
But
So
it's not like a ripoff, too. It's
It's
also
not like I
pretty
said.
original.
It's,
which is
I've
nice.
never seen anything like this art style
Yeah.
before. When I saw the teaser trailer or the trailer for it, it looked to me like a painting come to life, like an
Right.
oil painting that's moving on screen.
Starry Night.
Seriously,
Yeah.
and I thought it was beautiful, man. I loved it.
It's
so
Vincent Van Gogh's Ninja Turtles.
Vincent Van Gogh Ninja Go. So yeah, so if I had to say what really works for me, I'm gonna say Yoko Ono. No, what the art style.
Oh, she works for no one.
Tito?
No, it's great. So I hate Post Malone. I can't
Yeah,
stand
he
the
did a
guy.
voice, didn't he?
He's Ray Fillet.
Which one was Ray Fillet?
The
The manta ray. The one that's always
fillet.
trying to sing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You know what really works
That was
for
Post
me?
Malone.
How mean Superfly is to him.
Oh, awesome.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Like, stop singing that sad song.
Yep.
I love how mean. We got to work on your intro's terrible. Stop singing.
So did you like pre-Malone, or did you have a problem with him?
Every iteration of this Malone character, I do not like. I need him out of my life.
As do I. As do I.
But the music I absolutely love, and the like, the attention to the source material is really, really good. They're pulling from a lot of different sources. I really like. They're wearing their belt from like the cartoon, right? So they kind of look like the action
with the
figures,
letters.
which I really liked. Yeah,
Yeah,
on
I
their
dug that
belt.
too.
I love that. Just like little things throughout even the way the characters look are kind of fun versions of the originals.
And different.
Yeah.
Each of them has a different look to
Yeah.
them.
But yeah, that stuff really, the music I absolutely loved. I thought it was great. It was very great New York vibe from the film.
Yep.
Maki.
Yeah. The animation, and I hate to keep harping on it, but I love it, is not sexy April O'Neil works for me. Makes her awesome. She's awesome in this movie. This set off a lot of toxic fandom, changing that character up the way they
It
did.
did?
It did. You know, they
kids.
and they're hey, well, you know, all that usual shit. You know, all that
Well, is it stupid kids or is it stupid adults?
Stupid adults.
Yeah.
The kids don't care.
It's the people who grew up
The
with
kids don't
Right.
care.
Not
Not
April
my
and,
hair, my Ninja Turtles.
No, sir, I didn't like it.
But
My Ninja Turtle.
I gotta say it works.
That was Leatherhead, right?
That's a better Leatherhead.
I guarantee that's not my April
She
O'Neil.
got Wilford
My
Brimley
April
from Hard
O'Neil.
Target. That would have been awesome.
Oh, there we go.
Chance, but he's dead. Chance. I still have your shotgun, goddamn all. How can you not like that movie? How the hell can you make me watch The Principal and not like Hard Target?
You didn't like The Principal?
Yeah,
I've never said I didn't like Hard Target.
We're going to talk about
I
this.
just like to make fun of movies that you like.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
How could you like
Whether
The
I-
Principal?
I don't know if I've ever seen The Principal.
Well, then this is going nowhere. All right,
Yeah.
let's continue. What was I saying?
I told you to watch
How
The
you want
Principal.
to have a Jim Belushi movie marathon later?
Oh,
Yeah.
you promise?
Yeah, I
No.
promise.
No, he's awful. He's awful.
Wasn't he the principal?
He was the
Yeah.
principal.
Canine Cop.
Oh, that movie.
Canine
Oh,
Cop.
that's a fun one.
Canine Cop.
That's a fun one.
I forgot what I was talking about.
I wish
Oh,
the dog
yeah.
spoke.
April O'Neil works in this movie. The character change that a lot of people complained about, I thought was awesome. And it was an excellent compliment to every other character in that movie.
She's really fun. She's really relatable.
She is.
Very
She-
relatable.
She
I love
honestly,
the
she looks
journalist.
like the kind of kid that would be
That would-
okay
yeah.
with being friends with these guys.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's a different approach. It's not Megan Fox. It's not yellow jumpsuit, 6 foot tall redhead.
Well, because you're not making it's a kid's
It's,
kind of story,
you know,
and you're not making you're not making
But
her
again,
into
it's a
sex
kid's
symbol.
story. But like Tito said, a lot of people who are tuning into this film are going to be the adults
No, I
that
know,
grew
I
up
know,
with it.
but like it, I don't know,
So
kind of like
it's a-
looking
it's a-
back,
it's
it kind
a
of.
good, it's a good version. It's a good version
Yeah.
of the film. Is she
Also,
a
if
version?
she's gonna be Pukey Girl,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be fucking Megan Fox.
yeah,
It's not gonna be
I would
Pukey
love
Girl.
to see Megan Fox.
Even if she
puke.
did,
That would
she
be
would still be
hilarious.
the fucking belle of the ball.
That's how
Exactly.
Megan Fox
Yeah.
is staying Megan Fox is.
That's
So
right.
Oh,
By
oh.
Get up all that blood from Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh God! I'm moving in the chair. You might want to edit this part out. Sorry, man.
You move in
I
the
don't
chair
think
through
he
the
has
whole
that technology.
show.
Trying not to. I'm gonna change my name to Squeaky Malone. Squeak in the chair.
Stop singing that sad song.
Duck it
man.
aside.
Duck it aside. Oh, where was
Squeaky
he?
the
Hey,
chair.
duck on the side. Hey, Super the
I'm
Mario.
Michelangelo.
Hey,
Hey, I'm a Michelangelo.
Hey, Ninja the Turtle, come over here, you. I'm making a pizza for you, Ninja the Turtle. All right.
Derek, is there something in this
Derek,
film
what
that
really works for you?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
the giant fly, for example, works for you, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Derek?
no, we've been saying it all throughout. The music, the animation, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing that works for me is just that vibe with having them be kids, be brothers, and like those 4 kids just make the movie.
Yeah.
It's really it's awesome.
I got to tell you, and I ended up loving it, but when I first heard Donatello talk, I was like, whoa, that's really young. But
Oh, yeah, he sounds the youngest of all of them.
he is absolutely hilarious. I feel like that voice would have better suited Mikey, though.
Right.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because I think in the
Oh,
other
if you
version,
swap
he's
the voices,
youngest.
Yeah, if you swap the voices, it might.
Right.
Yeah. But then again, the voice.
It was
it's
very
how
much a
Donatello looks.
It was like a Finn
With the
Wolfhound.
Oh,
yeah,
I can
kind
see
of
that.
Wolfhard.
Hard.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not Hound.
Whatever.
There's a big
Or
difference.
not him. Who's the one that was Freddy in Shazam?
Oh,
He's the other one
The
that's-
guy in it, yeah. Freddy? Uncle Freddy's not there.
Like that hyper, like kind of.
You just yokoed.
Like a chihuahua that has to pee.
Yeah. Those kids were great.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Award for what are you doing in this movie?
I'm going with Nadia. I don't know how to pronounce her actual name.
Komachevic? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. But
Natasha is her first name, right? Natasha,
something like that. But Matisyahu is.
Natasha.
Yeah, she plays Nadia.
Yeah.
She's Nadia.
On What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
That's
That was
Yeah.
a fun little surprise.
Yeah.
Is she Wingnut?
Yeah.
Yes,
She's
Yeah, right,
she's
she's
Wingnut.
Wingnut.
Yeah.
How appropriate.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Laszlo is Wingnut would have been cool too, but I know
Human form.
Ninja Turtles.
Mutant Mayhem!
New York City.
I went with Ferris Bueller.
Bueller.
Hey, why
what are
not?
you doing in this movie? I was very surprised when they were watching a live action film. So
Yeah, it was
that's
cool.
That's a good pick.
I thought that was very cool, but also very surprising.
Yeah, mine was Post Malone.
Yeah,
What the
fuck that
fuck
guy.
is that asshole doing in this movie?
He's probably friends with
Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was like, hey,
Logan
get
or
in on this
somebody.
turtle gig. It worked for me.
I liked Hannibal Burr. I love Hannibal Buress. He
Yeah.
has like
He was
2.5 speaking
Genghis?
lines.
Genghis, yeah, he didn't really
He
talk
has
much.
0 speaking lines.
No.
How much do you think you got? Like $70 to do this movie?
I don't know.
He might have done it
who's
for
in this
free just
movie?
to have a
And a
good
hand
time.
job.
As one of the criminals, the turtles are shaking down to the, I forget, somebody.
David Faustino.
Fucking, Bud Bundy.
Who was Bud
I think
Bundy?
he was,
From
was he
Married with Children.
No,
Was
I
he
know who he is,
normal-
but who was he in the movie?
Normal Nate?
Normal Nate.
He's normal Nate.
He's
He just
normal
sells
Nate.
furniture.
Yeah.
I just sell furniture.
Yeah,
You wanna talk
that was his only line.
Really?
Yeah, that was it.
You want to talk to...
Come out of retirement, Faustino. We got a part for you.
You want to talk to Short Sharon?
I'm going to be in a Ninja Turtle movie? Am I going to be one of the turtles? No. Do I get to be one of the cool mutants?
No.
Casey Jones? No.
Sure.
You're going to be Norman Nate. Normal Nate.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, you knew
That's a
where I
good
was
one.
going with that.
What of a bud?
How about you?
Me, I went with Jimmy Donaldson, a.k.a. Mr. Beast, who plays Times Square guy. He's a YouTube star.
Oh,
that's why I
fuck
know.
that
And I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Beast.
but stop it with the TikTok YouTube celebrities. Like, fuck that.
They were
I
in
hate-
Five Nights at Freddy.
Right.
They had some.
Right. Yeah. Like, stop that.
yeah.
Just stop that.
The
Why
kids
don't
of
you-
this generation
because
love those guys.
I know, and
Those
it's
are-
awful.
those are the
It's
kids'
awful.
Easter eggs,
These
dude. They're not
people
gonna
are the
do it.
worst. They're just the worst. Any influencer, and I put that in quotes for the audience to listen to, but I just can't stand those. I like don't.
Isn't
They're
that
not
what
celebrities.
we are?
They're
Aren't we attempting to be those same
Yeah, we're kind of
people?
doing the same
we're not,
thing.
well, you know what? Maybe I'll feel differently once we get put in a movie. I don't know.
All right,
No,
fair
it's
enough.
fair
We'll
enough.
see if
Good
I
To be
rescind.
fair,
To be fair.
we should start a barbershop quartet. How fun would that be?
The Yoko Onos. And we can do our first interview in bed.
For Geeky Yoko.
The Yoko Quattros.
Yeah.
What?
The Yoko Quattros.
Yeah.
Yoko Quattros. I like that name. I feel like that would have been a hit in the 90s. Yoko
Right, the Yoko
Quattro.
Quattros?
Yeah. That's like that band that Chibo Mato.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're a restaurant.
John Lennon's kid used to date one of them.
Oh,
Yeah, full circle.
It all goes
Sean?
back.
Sean Lennon dated
Lennon?
one of the
Sean
No
girls from
kidding. Didn't know
Chibo
that.
Mato.
Is that the one he hated?
No, you're thinking of Julian.
Julian Lennon.
You didn't like Julian. Julian didn't get the love that Sean did.
Yeah, because he looked the most like him.
Hey, Jude.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat the crap out of his mother. What do you want? And we went dark.
Yoko Ono?
What?
No.
His
John
first wife.
Oh, John
beat the shit out of.
Oh, I know. Everybody
Julian's mom.
really
Just to beat
thinks
his-
this dude
Yeah.
is like
Beat his wife.
Yeah.
a saint, man. But you
Even-
can't, dude. I know a lot of John Lennon fans, and if you say that, they will crucify you. So I'm not saying anything.
I'll fight them all. They can't find me. They don't know
Ballad
where
of
I
John
live.
and Yoko.
The Battle of John.
No, the ballad.
In the middle of
I like
They're
the
gonna
battle.
crucify
The
me. Yo, 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 yo.
It's like Kung
It
Pao.
doesn't get old.
No,
It doesn't get old.
No, it doesn't, because it's
It should, but it doesn't. It's awesome. It's awesome.
We'll let the listeners decide later.
I'm gonna be
What do you,
laughing.
the listeners, think?
What do you, the people at home think?
I say keep it up. All right. Best quotes, favorite quotes?
Yeah, I had a few. And it might be what you were talking about when they do with bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah,
a
yes,
bacon, egg,
yes,
and cheese.
yes,
a bacon. Just doing that whole round.
Yoki.
Great
And
scene.
they keep saying yurt. I thought they were saying yurt, like the tense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are they saying that for? But it's yurt, which is short.
It's a New York thing.
It's it's short for you heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yard.
Because that's what we need with
Like yeah, mean.
Yeah.
Instead,
Like you would
from
see your friend
Scary
at the end of the
Movie 2.
street and be like, yurt.
Yurt.
And they would say yurt. And
Yeah.
they'd be like, oh, okay, we see each other. We know each
Yo,
other.
Yeah.
that jacket is tight, son. Yeah, mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean.
The kids think I'm
He's like,
cool.
I got my puffer, I got my Timbs, I got my bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Right.
And another line that I loved was Michelangelo saying, "Thanks for ratting us out."
Oh,
and
good
Master
line.
Splinter says, "Hey, don't use that word that way."
Yep.
That was awesome. Yeah.
There was a lot of great lines, but those were two of my favorites.
So bacon, egg, and cheese is good, but I really like when Leonardo says, "Yo, let me get my bacon, egg, and cheese."
Yeah.
I just like how he says that. I know it's objectively prejudiced, but that's what Dad taught us.
Yeah.
When they're talking about how much they hate humans. Why they're supposed to hate humans.
Yeah.
And even when we talk about like Guy Fieri, I want to go to Flavor Town.
I'd have brunch with Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
because he says something's the goat, and he says, I'd have brunch with Tom Brady.
The scene when April first meets them, and she says, I'm going to be honest, I don't think all the good animal names are taken. All the good animals are taken.
Sharks, wolves.
And then Superfly, y'all some little tortoises, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a star.
Yeah.
Superfly is a star.
Yeah, he is.
He has to come back.
The more we talk about it, I might have to change my MVP.
He's a star. He's a star.
Yeah.
Superfly is the fucking man. Those are mine.
I only got
There's so
one
many.
that made me laugh out loud, and that's Super Duper Fly
Mm-hmm.
when the horse when they zap him and
Yeah.
only one horse
falls off,
and he's like, just one little horse. I don't need you, little horse. We started cracking up at that line. It was fucking hilarious, dude. I love it. I don't know why. I don't need you, horse or little horse or whatever.
Should have had a leg made of Yoko's.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just so good at being fucking Ice Cube.
Oh, he is.
He is.
He
Yeah,
is.
Ice Cube, be Ice Cube. Okay.
Yeah.
You put him in any movie, it automatically
Leave Korean
gains
Jesus
a
alone. He
star.
ain't got time
Oh
for
my
your
God.
problems.
That's Vietnamese Jesus. Look at him up there, dripping swag.
I like when he opens up the back of the van and he quotes the song.
Oh, 6 in the morning,
Yeah,
police at my door.
Oh, yeah. Singing the Ice-T song.
I was like, oh no, why do we have Ice-T in this movie? Would have been
That'd be a
brilliant.
tough one.
It would've
Standing
been-
around doing nothing?
Cube and Ice-T going
Ice-T
toe-to-toe?
and Ice Cube is bebop and
Sounds
rocksteady.
delicious
Oh,
and
I
refreshing.
love that.
How fucking awesome would that be?
Do they get enough screen time, though, is the problem.
Oh, it would be their movie.
Yeah, you'd have to do
have
it
to
entire
do
If you
Yeah.
had both of them, you would have to make the parts bigger, and they would have to be less friendly. They would have to be bad guys.
And the critics would call it refreshing. It's iced tea with Ice Cube.
Refreshing with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
I know when I heard that, I was like, Ice-T!
Very good. You got some quotes over
well,
there?
the
Sorry,
bacon,
Derek.
No, it's all right.
Bacon,
The
egg, cheese
bacon,
is
egg, and
awesome.
cheese thing. That whole
That made
thing.
me laugh so bad.
And I liked when they meet Superfly. He's talking about how, we cousins, we're like cousins. And then, like, after they turn on him, he goes, don't, what does he say? He's like, don't cuzz me right now. Like,
I'm getting mollywopped right now. I love that shit. When they're getting beat up in the van.
Mollywop.
So you see,
It's a
Derek,
Donnybrook.
when he grows to enormous size,
Yeah.
his awesomeness grows.
no.
Yes. Little horse.
Yeah.
That's just a
Little
little
horse,
horse.
he just gets goofy.
I hoped at the end of the movie that he didn't just turn back into a fly. I hope he just turned into Superfly and then just disappeared.
Oh, he could easily come back.
Because he has
He'll
to,
mutate
it
again.
has
He'll
to be.
mutate again.
And I hope it's cute.
Well, and did
in whatever
Baxter
form.
die?
You don't know.
It implied
know.
that
It's
he
Like
did.
face down, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
mean
maybe
he
we'll
did.
see them like
Merge.
Oh, was he? I thought he
like
got
that.
taken away. Oh no, because they were still trying to figure out how
Mm-hmm.
he made his thing. Yeah.
Well, because there's a big explosion.
How he made the ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
blows
I don't
up.
want to lose Giancarlo Esposito's
No.
voice either.
So,
You're gonna have to have two flies.
as much as I like the idea of Jackie Chan, I actually think Giancarlo Esposito might be a better Splinter.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Because
wow.
he's got that great voice.
He does
and
have
He really
his
does.
delivery is
Right.
phenomenal.
Have you watched the Harley Quinn cartoon?
No.
He's Lex Luthor.
Oh,
He is.
really?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's got a
Yep.
great voice.
And
Season 2?
Fantastic
Is this
too.
season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on season
Season
3, right?
Really?
Yeah,
They're up
season
to
3
season
right
3 now?
Yep.
But I believe does he show up in the first season or season?
I'm way
two?
behind
in the
on
first
that
season.
show.
He is in the first
Right.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it. It's good.
I will.
Do it now.
I will.
Well, do it after we watch. Our
Bye,
'cause
Felicia.
the first season has the whole thing with Bane and the Legion of Doom in the chair.
Yeah.
That was in the first season.
Oh, right. Yeah, but Lex wasn't there.
Yes,
though.
he was, because he was running the lead. He was running the
Oh
Legion.
no! You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the Penguin's bar mitzvah. That's what I was thinking. I ordered the chicken. Sorry, next.
No,
Cyborg.
it's all right. Any more quotes? Or
No.
MVP, Brian?
My MVP would also be Superfly. He does. Ice Cube was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Damn, he's so good. I want to pick Superfly too, but I'm gonna give the MVP. I'm giving it to Seth Rogen and fucking Evan Goldberg for putting
Nice.
together a fucking great story, cast, whatever they had to do. They did it right, and it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
And it's for kids. It's not like one of these like it's not one of these animated
Nostalgia
films for
trips.
adults.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not an
They don't
animated
pander
show
to
for
us. They-
adults. It's a kids fucking show.
They
movie.
respect us,
Yeah.
the older generation, but
Yeah.
they're not.
They keep it
pandering.
interesting for all ages.
Yeah.
Right.
For all ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't go. What was that movie with the three? Is it The Boys? Boys something? It's like an adult film with three little kids.
That's so.
Good Boys.
Good Boys, which is hilarious,
Which
but
is
I would
those
never
guys,
let my
those-
kids see it.
Yeah.
I would never let my kids see
Oh,
that
I
shit.
remember that movie.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It is hilarious.
This,
I have to see it. I still have to see it.
This movie could have probably been this. I don't know if there's like, because of the property, they're like, all right, guys, like, don't go too.
Well, because Nickelodeon owns the rights to them.
Yeah, let's not go
Yeah,
overboard.
but,
but like,
Nickelodeon owned the rights to the Michael Bay ones, and I don't think those were very kid. They were like super adult and like
No, they wouldn't. But
suggestive.
they were just Transformers
Not that I have a
for
problem
turtles.
with
Yeah,
Just,
not
you
good.
know.
That's nostrils. Do you guys have ears? Just say yes. Just say
say
yes.
yes, I like that
I
too.
think so.
They think so.
They think so.
They think they have.
Oh, I
ears.
love how she has the whole thing meant.
Oh, yeah.
All the
I saw
questions.
one question. Does your show molt?
Yeah, I know. And does your dad molt? That was another one too.
I love it.
And they got milk. They
Yeah,
should
they
that's
did
right.
get milk.
listen to your father.
Yeah.
Got milked.
Listen to your parents.
Your
kids.
dad is always right.
Yeah, what was the machine? The Milkmaster 3000 or something?
Master, yeah.
Oh my God, they're gonna milk us. We don't even have nipples.
That woman looked like a Picasso painting. Some of the characters
she did.
Yeah.
had an eye way
Yeah.
up here, and her chin was like way up. I kind
Right.
of wish they redesigned her a little
Yeah.
bit.
They were,
That was
one of the
great-
guys in the auto shop.
Yes.
Was
And a
like
couple
that.
of the SWAT guys
yeah.
were
Oh,
too.
yeah, right here, and
yeah.
nose down here, a mouth up there.
Yeah, there was a few that were really abstract,
minor
but
characters, though.
But yeah, exactly.
Characters.
That's right.
It's like when McFarlane used to draw people in Spawn. They all looked like they had some special problems, but you know.
Superfly, your MVP?
Yeah,
over there?
Superfly is it was going to be the animation, but the more we talk about it, I'm changing it to
He's
Superfly.
very good.
He's awesome in it.
I'm going the kids. They just the chemistry
Yeah,
between the
kids
four
is
of them. I love them being just kids being kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good call.
great movie. That makes the rotation.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, same. How does it stack up? Other shows, other
Top.
movies?
Top of the cheese.
For
Other
me,
Ninja
it's at the
Turtles?
top. At the
Yeah.
top for
Yeah.
me.
Better
Yep.
than the Henson ones?
No, but that's more for a nostalgic thing for me. I don't think I'll like anything as well as the 90s one, but not because I think it's a better film, just how it hits me personally. But it's up there, definitely up there.
This is my top. This is my number one now.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right,
it goes
nice.
this, TMNT, the other CGI.
I love
one.
that
Oh, I
one.
gotta see
And
what
and
you're
then
talking about.
Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of
You
the
like part
Ooze.
two.
I do. I
Better
like
than
part two
part
better. I
one.
know I think we've
Have we
mentioned
gone over this?
because I like every
Okay,
time
You guys have
every
talked
time.
about this before.
every time I try to watch the first one now,
Yeah.
I fall asleep. It's
You're
the same
crazy.
thing for Masters of the Universe.
Crazy.
I
They don't
cannot
use their
watch it and enjoy
weapons.
it. They don't.
They don't
It's
use their
the-
weapons
The
once.
most boring fucking. Oh, what in the second one?
And the second one.
No, I don't know. But the first
Combat
one's just
cold cuts.
fucking boring.
You're fucking crazy again.
Well,
You're crazy.
It's boring.
I'm measuring you for a straitjacket, man.
That whole like when they go out to the farmhouse, it just fucking ruins it. It stops the movie.
I love the farmhouse.
Yeah, of course you do.
That's got the emotion in it.
It's got the art
The
in it. That's all.
passion.
It's got when they draw the
There's
cool
art,
picture of him,
yeah.
Like one of his French girls.
They
sticking
missed
out.
it. Yeah. Splinter. Oh man,
Raph's
that's
got to
awesome.
get healthy.
Raph's got to get. You
he's
got
gotta get off the
healthy.
sauce and
He's in the tub.
Casey Jones
He's
and Donatello
detoxing.
are insulting one another while fixing the
yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
I just
I'll stand behind you for Beverly Hills Cop 3, but that's where I draw the line,
You
sir.
guys are
no. I thought
See my eyes?
I thought 2 was
like
way more
Chuck
fun.
Berry just then.
Yeah, I just.
He said Secret of the Ooze. He was like,
So you like when Ninja Turtles don't use
gave
their
him the stink
weapons, is what you're saying.
I
Still
love
fought.
Kino.
They had awesome fight scenes. in
Kino's
there.
awesome.
I do like
There's
Kino.
some great scenes with Kino.
Yeah. Well, until
Donnie,
he
man.
acts.
It's me. It's me, Kino.
That whole thing rhymes.
I know.
Do you know that whole
I
thing
know.
rhymes?
And you know what? One of my favorite
Oh,
quotes is from that
Don,
movie.
come on.
When they're searching for Raph, and he goes, well, they keep going. He goes, it's a little too quiet.
Oh, yeah.
And then
It's Raph.
It's a little too
yeah, a
Raph.
little too Raph.
It's a little too
Oh,
Raph.
it does have some great one-liners.
It's
It,
got
has a nice joke about Ralph Nader.
Oh,
What-
yeah.
Which no kid watches that
was a
movie.
Ralph
as a
Nader
kid. I
joke.
didn't know who Ralph Nader was when I
Well, you know what that is?
What's that?
That's a well-timed joke because now we're all old enough to know who Ralph Nader is. So
that's true.
We're nostalgic for the movie anyway. But now we have some extra jokes that we understand.
Seatbelts.
I do like Vanilla Ice.
Unsafe at any speed.
But I like my Ninja Turtles using their ninja weapons.
It's got edge.
Yeah.
Not toys in a toy department.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I remember fondly the experience because, like, I sat in a sea of people,
Shredder
of kids,
in that movie?
on opening night for that movie, and it was an event. That was like the first movie event that I had ever went to.
Remember Danny?
Fuck
Little
Danny.
punk Danny
That kid fucking
just
sucked.
wanted attention from his dad.
And I'm sorry, Judith Hogue, not my April. Not my April.
No, you like Paige Turco,
Give me
huh?
Paige Turco.
Oh, she's better
She is
looking,
better
I
looking.
think, but I prefer
Yeah.
Judith Hogue.
Judith Hogue
As an actress, absolutely.
much better actress.
And the boss that like clearly was probably
Tetsuo.
trying to stoop her.
Oh,
the boss that was trying to stupor.
Yeah,
oh, Charles.
Danny's dad.
You know who that is? That's the fucking doctor from A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Is it really?
He plays
Yeah, it
that,
is.
Yeah.
He
All
was
right, we're going off
was
the
it
rails.
Tobolowsky, what was that? The actor Ned?
No,
It's not
yeah.
him, but it reminded me.
looks very much like
It
him.
looks like a meaner version of him.
Yeah.
Phil?
So what's your Ninja Turtle movie experience, Brian?
This one.
You've never
Yeah, so
seen it
out
all
of
the
all
way through.
out of all the other ones that I've never seen, this one's the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
you
no,
hadn't really
I've only
any
seen
of
bits
them.
and pieces. I mean, obviously, I'm very aware of the Jim Henson ones. I never saw the animated TNMT one. I never saw any of the Michael Bay ones. So yeah, this is the one that I've seen all the way through, from beginning to end twice.
There you go.
And so yeah, it's the top of my Ninja Turtle list
Those
because
two are at the-
We're
it's a
gonna
very
have
short
to-
list for me.
We're
Those
going
two
to
are
have
at
to
the bottom
school you.
You just did. I've listened to this episode.
There's no Casey. There's
lived
no
through-
Casey
there's no
Jones
Casey
in
Jones.
part 2. They completely wrote out
I know.
Casey Jones.
Well, because
That's
he was busy being
sacrilegious.
Arrow.
Yeah,
He
no,
probably
yeah.
wanted more money.
No, he wasn't Arrow. What
Elias
the fuck?
Koteas.
Elias Koteas.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
I'm
the
not
Michael
talking
Bay
about
ones.
the Michael
No,
Bay ones.
that's-
We're talking
yeah,
about
Steve
Because he
Amell.
was, and he wasn't saying.
He's in the second one. He's not in the first
Not
one.
the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another
Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah,
I actually
that's right,
think the
fuck it.
second version, that second movie, is better.
It's
than
better than the
the
first,
one.
yes.
Yeah.
Which yes, because that had Bebop and Rocksteady in
They
it.
were pretty funny. I thought Baxter Stockman in that
Sheamus
one.
from the WWE.
Sheamus, yeah.
Tokar and Razor.
Although
Part 2 had David Warner, and I do like David Warner.
Part 2 is David Warner, yeah. And they live in the.
But why wasn't he
the train.
Baxter Stockman? He could have just been Baxter Stockman. He wasn't.
No money.
To be Baxter Stockman, he was in the
Fuck
movie.
if I know.
Well, fuck if you know.
I'm
There.
still going 1. I think 1 is still my favorite.
That's
this
right,
one
you
is.
are.
This one's number 2, and I'm going TMNT number 3.
All right, we got a versus episode coming.
Really slept on.
We have to show.
Sounds
Brian.
like.
It's a very and
Brian
for
is
the,
thinking
for the
all
nostalgia.
this he has to edit. So let's
For the
let's
nostalgia.
keep it going.
No. It's fine.
Edit that part out.
We'll edit all this out. Fucking A.
We got a
It's
sequel.
all part of the show, folks.
You got a sequel there?
I'm looking forward to seeing something with Shredder in it. That's it. I want to see more. I don't care what happens. I just want more of these guys. I want to see Shredder.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to. I don't know if this is going to be part of the TV show, the introduction of Shredder. I hope that
That kind of
all the
disappoints
voice
me that they're
actors are
making a
gonna
TV
be-
show out of it, though.
Yeah, I hope it's all the same voice
I
actors.
can't see all the same voice actors coming
I
back.
can't either, but we can dream.
And I will.
If it's kind of like a Netflix 8-episode kind of situation,
then they might.
a 6-episode kind of deal, then yeah, it might
We're
work.
just gonna have to wait and see.
And they're doing Seth Rogen and Evan Gold. They're Invincible is awesome. The Boys is awesome.
Yeah.
They're making good TV shows.
They really are.
I realized they were behind those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forgot that.
So they're doing good shit.
You didn't know they did either of them?
I didn't know they did Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
They did
was
Preacher
vaguely-
too.
Preacher was awesome.
I would like to. It's funny we talk about this stuff being for kids, but the Ninja Turtles were never for kids. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
When they first started out, that it was not a kid-friendly thing. So now that we have our kid-friendly Ninja Turtles, I would like to see the gritty black and white
Some
Ninja
edge.
Turtles. Is what I would like to see.
And truly original
The
characters.
Dark Turtles return.
That's something I meant to say earlier. Like it's such an original fucking idea, and you just don't have a lot of those anymore, unless they are like print or you're taking from somebody else that didn't write a movie. They wrote a book or a comic or something like
They
that.
did. Well, they looked at Frank Miller's Daredevil and said, "I want to do that."
Yeah,
That's what they did.
Right.
It's even the same stuff that made Matt Murdock blind in the comics.
Mhm.
Evidently, it's the same.
The TCI.
The same universe?
Same universe, yeah.
TCI? Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
TCRI?
TCRI. In the movies,
It's TGRI.
TGRI. In
Yeah.
the,
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's freaky.
I like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Another
Sequel?
A little better.
Just what I want to see. I don't really have the plot, but I want to see I want to see the Foot Clan. I would like to see Rocksteady and Bebop somehow become henchmen, even if they're still lovable but dumb. I would like that. Like they have nowhere else to go at this point. They stupidly get
Tricked into
being with the Shredder, something like that. I
And
would
they're
like
angry.
to see Dimension X, Triceratops soldiers, Rock soldiers.
Yeah. Neutrinos.
We could do without the neutrinos,
They're so
but
hip.
for you, Tito, I will say yes.
Listen, the neutrinos are the original like mods from fucking Boba Fett.
That we talked about that. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was even used. I think people were calling them the neutrinos.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yes. Now
I
that
missed
now
that
that
whole
I
thing.
remember that.
The
Yeah.
internets.
The mods.
I would definitely have Shredder and Krang taking April hostage, like classic stuff, but with these characters. I would like to see Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, that'd be great.
And now that I'm thinking of it, like it would be very cool if Usagi Yojimbo was a rabbit that was also the pet of Hamato Yoshi.
There you go.
Is Usagi Yojimbo in the same universe?
There you go.
In the cartoons, he was.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
They did a crossover. Like it's
So, but it wasn't originally that way.
it wasn't
In
like
the
their
comics.
character, but
No, Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought.
He was
I
a
remember seeing the
separate-
comics
he has
way
his own
back in the
book.
day, and
Yeah.
that was a.
Yeah,
But
but
he-
his character was in the cartoon.
Ah, see, I didn't know that.
and I loved him. Like
Yeah,
a
same.
little white rabbit. I had the figure and
Badass.
But
But was
I-
the panda too. That was like a samurai
Right.
also on the cartoon. Yeah.
But I think like that's a good way to kind of bring that Splinter Japanese thing back to it. Like he had a pet rabbit and a pet rat. The rat got out. They got separated. And then maybe Yojimbo kind of tracks Splinter down. And
When does Batman show up in it? That's what I want to know.
that's the third act.
Those
He's-
Batman
That's the
Ninja
really strong
Turtles
third act in the sequel.
crossover
I'm Batman.
are awesome.
He's busy ruining America.
He is. He's busy
Super duper bat.
recruiting.
Like Miss
That actually
Yelly.
happens.
I got robins for a leg.
I just want to say he's made of orphans.
I don't need no little.
I like that better.
I don't need no little Robin.
That's good. Any post credits?
Post
I
credit.
like the
has
post credit
one.
that they had. I did like Splinter showing up and
Shredder.
making me want more.
Yeah.
Shredder.
Yeah.
Shredder, I mean, sorry.
Same. I didn't do one.
Post credit was good.
post-credit.
After a credit scene that would be really cool is if they pan down to the ground and you got the Technodrome going by or something like that. Because I really want Dimension
do
X
that.
brought into it. I'm sorry. I'm really excited.
Little doggy don't like that.
Doug, don't like that.
Doggy don't like
that. Doggy don't like
Table
that.
don't like that.
Well, then I'll just squeak in my fucking stool then. don't you?
Yoko don't like that.
Is that Ninja Turtles? Look at it every time. He loves it.
I want her to be a voice in one of these movies. Who could she play?
Well, we'll find something for her. Don't worry.
Mine, I would make the high school part.
Oh, that's my phone. My wife is calling. Where's my phone?
that Back
Oh,
to
it's
the
all the
Future?
way over there.
Do you want me to go get it?
Can you? She wouldn't be calling me unless there was an emergency.
Is that why you kept it so close?
Yeah, you think I would have? I thought it was just in my
Try
pocket.
it a little harder. It's an emergency. Can somebody get that for me?
Hello?
I don't want to take my headphones off.
Hold on. What's the matter? Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you need me to do? Okay, I'm on my way. No, we're still recording.
That's okay. We'll work it out.
Let's finish out. All right, I'm heading home.
We now join programming in progress.
All right.
So what am I? The TMNT.
TMNT.
That's it.
Turtles being turtles.
Loved it.
Oh, it's called Mutant Mayhem, actually, I think. Right?
Mutants being mayhem.
Mutants being
Mutants being mayhem.
Strike that. Reverse it.
And that's just mayhem, man.
Mayhem, baby.
Turtles and rats living together. Mass hysteria.
Oi, 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 oi.
I want you to record that for my text tone.
That'll be your new
That'll be
ringtone.
my new ringtone.
Yeah. Oh, Yoko's calling again.
Oh, Yoko's calling again. You can make it like your boss or something whenever they have to call you.
I've got Vader's theme from my boss. The Imperial March.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that really my ringtone? It sounds negative. No, it's from the Notebook.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird. It's a beautiful piece of music.
It is. Oh, man. All right. So that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I almost said mutants, but there was a lot of mutants in this movie.
There was. Almost too many.
I don't think so.
Well, now they're stuck with all these mutants. Where are they going to go? Are they going to explore the world?
That's funny.
They're going to go after their own little...
They all seemed content to live in the sewer with them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they didn't show up in high school, though.
No, they didn't.
They're too old.
Yeah, that's true. They are.
Right? They're all too old. That's what
No, because they're all the same age.
I got was that they were all too old.
They're all the same age.
Yeah, but...
They didn't sound it.
Well, they were already like Superfly was already growing.
Oh, it was already growing them.
And they were already kind of growing in there.
We don't know how long that ooze sat in that puddle.
Yeah.
And don't flies only live for 24 or 48 hours anyway? So I mean, he might.
Yeah.
His metabolism is like way more accelerated.
That'd been hilarious.
Now we're getting very scientific.
They're just like drop dead mid movie.
I got a horse for like.
Oh, come back, Lizzie.
Life finally caught up to Superfly. Sorry, guy.
And that's just the Turtles, man.
So Mark had to take off for something, so we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll just forego the Geek Flag Fly segment until next week.
Yep. Brian, where can they hear more of us and
Derek,
more laughter?
No Yoko though.
No. This was the emergence of Yoko. I'm sure she'll be back.
She'll be back. Yes, she
How do
will.
we program that into something?
I will. I'll isolate the sound and we'll put it in the button.
Please do. Please do.
Where can they hear us?
They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Derek said, you'll be able to find all of our past episodes there, along with lots of other good stuff, including one-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to us through the podcast platform of your choice. Also, you would be able to find a place where you can rate and review the show. A 5-star rating and a review go a long way to help push our show a little bit further forward from the rest of the podcast pack, and it makes it easier for other people to find us while they're searching. All of our social media links are there. We are found on Facebook, Twitter, now X, Instagram, and our audio can be found.
That's the Yoko of...
That's the Yoko.
Fucking...
Yeah.
Social media, right?
Exactly. Like the MySpace of search engines.
That's it.
And don't forget OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
That's the George Harrison of social media. That's what that is.
I'm the quiet one. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so our audio can be found also on YouTube every week. We also have a Ko-fi page. Ko-fi page is like Patreon if you like the show, and we really hope you do. You might consider maybe making a small donation to help keep the show going because, as we say, podcasting is not cheap. And if I've forgotten anything, I think that's pretty much it. I apologize, but most importantly, everybody out there, thank you so much for listening. And back to you, Derek.
Well, thank you again, everybody, for listening. All right, for 3 Geeky Dads, I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
And we will see you again. Keep watching the sky because...
Oi, 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 oi!
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Way to wrap that up.
It's really my new favorite thing.
Hello and welcome to 3 Geeky Dads.
And welcome.
Hello and welcome.
Oma, go tell it on the mountain. I watched that the other day.
I love that movie. Yeah. Can't even write down the goddamn name right. This episode's brought to you by Yavani's. That place is fucked up in the head. They can't fucking write.
No lettuce. Oh, okay.
No
so
lettuce.
lots of lettuce.
Yeah, where
All
no
right.
lettuce
no
means
tomatoes.
plenty
Oh,
of
okay.
lettuce.
Well, we're going to give you a little salad when you fry it.
Yeah. Our motto, if we don't know what to do with it, it goes in the fucking salad. Giovanni's. You want blue cheese with that? Tough.
Go milk a cow.
Go milk a cow. Where the hell is Giovanni's? We don't even know where it is. They just show up. It's like they show up from the Netherlands. It's a hoax, I tell you. It's fake news. Please leave us a good review. I've exposed these guys to so many bad movies, they deserve it. I love Smart Water. I may do a commercial for it tonight. Hey guys, want to know how I come up with all those awesome fucking intros? I drink my Smart Water.
Smart.
It makes me smart.
Water so smart. SMRT.
Smart Water. I just don't get it. That was one of those intros too. It's like whenever you were watching a good cartoon and it was over and you were like, oh, what's on next? And then you'd see the fucking mushroom houses and the butterflies. You're like, oh, fuck. It's the fucking
This one sucks. I'm going to take a leak.
It's like when MASH used to come on. I was too young for MASH, so I'd be watching like some really funny sitcoms, and then all of a sudden you have that depressing music.
Yeah.
And the fucking
That episode of Knight Rider was awesome.
Yeah.
It's time to die.
Do you guys know
Vietnam.
the actual lyrics to that?
Yeah.
Suicide is painless.
Suicide is painless.
Marilyn Manson does a really good cover of it.
Do it?
Yeah.
Does he?
Do
really?
it?
Do he?
Do
Do
he?
he really?
He do.
Oh God, I fucking
Hound
hated
dog
that.
barking. Do he, mate? Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord.
What the hell? What is that?
You don't remember that? That was Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live.
No, I
Mr.
don't
Robinson's
remember.
Neighborhood.
Oh, I do remember Mr. Robinson.
Yeah. Hound dog barking. Do he, mate? Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Now, Mr. Rogers, I used to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was.
I love Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers was a sniper in the war. Did you know that?
I think that's...
No, it's true. You know what else is true? My dad told me this. Captain Kangaroo.
Saved Lee Marvin's life.
You knew that.
I
Okay.
did.
Fuck you, Brian.
Lee Marvin.
With your knowledge
Yeah.
and your know things.
Jimmy Doohan got his finger shot off in World War II.
That I didn't know.
You didn't? That's why you never see his...
Who's Jimmy Doohan?
Scotty. Star Trek.
Oh,
He's
James
missing.
Doohan.
He's missing a finger because it got
You
shot
know what?
off.
I did know that because I was looking at trivia for Khan last time I watched it this past summer. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's missing some fingies.
Mm-hmm.
Phalange.
Phalanges.
got shot off.
Shot off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those guys,
Yeah,
those
he was,
guys back then.
He was Canadian Special Forces.
They should have just written it in. It was
I know.
it was a transporter issue.
Exactly.
The rest of his finger didn't
He's actually
phase.
it actually got misplaced to the small of his back.
He's got
It's on my
He's got a
ass,
little tail
Jim.
now.
He does.
I can scratch my own ass because my finger's right on it. All right.
Oh, that'd be
let's do
wonderful.
this. What is it? 28?
That'd be wonderful. You
Scratch your own ass?
You could I mean, because it's if you have to scratch your ass, there's no way to not make a big thing of it because you gotta read,
If you already got one down
Right, if
there,
it's down
nobody
there,
will know.
I could be scratching right now. You
All
don't
right,
know.
but here's the question though. Do you still feel nerves in the finger if it's attached to your ass? Because if you sit
Test.
down,
well, yeah, because if it's like the little tail,
well, forget it.
if
Then.
it's like Jason Alexander's tail in Shallow Hal, it is right at the bottom of the spinal
Hello?
cord.
Can you guys hear me?
You're gonna bend your finger back the wrong way, man.
Keep talking.
Weird. I don't Don't know why you sounded that way.
Don't ask why.
Genetics.
Don't
Ask me why.
Oh, great song.
Sponge. That whole album is great.
Chris is good.
And then they disappeared.
Plow. That was a hit.
It's like Kung Pao.
It doesn't get old.
No,
it doesn't get old.
No, it doesn't because it's.
It should, but it doesn't. It's awesome.